you!
You're scared. And you should be.
This is not your company anymore.
Leave the cheek of CM Punk.
Out! Combo move! This is what they've been doing! Hey, McAfee!
Everyone shut the up and sit down!
We got a mom in the front row who taught her daughter how to suck dick!
I'm Mina Shirakawa. I used to be a model. I want to put on a big show.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the Saturday Shenanigans, hosted by yours truly, the Renegade J.J. Williams. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. CM Punk drama bullshit to the side. I still consider Hangman the worst AEW champion they've had. First of all, we're going to bring in Walter Cruz.
I said that as a joke when, what's his name, did his promo Monday. He said, I'm from a prestige university. I said he majored in Steiner, man.
We've got the Heb man, James Hebert, in the house.
I do really cool and dumb things on the internet.
Right. A lot of shit going on here. A lot of fucking crazy ass shit.
Where is Noah JD? Well, say his name and he appears, because we believe in Noah Foster.
Fuck is this intro? It is one of those things where as fans we do have these desires for what we want to see, but sometimes you can't always get what you want, and there are reasons you truly don't get what you want. I wouldn't even listen to this in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. What the fuck is this shit? God, rap is whack. Like I said, never been a greater time to be a wrestling fan than with more companies in a more lucrative spot, in a more comfortable business spot, in a sense of mind, it seems, than ever. Again, WWE is not the only one. It is not the end-all, be-all. So let's go back to the Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams to get the official word. JJ, speak!
Make sure you tune in every week, because you never know who's going to drop in to join the shenanigans. Catboy is in the house.
Hello, my internet family. I say if you want to make them as evil as possible, make them really mad.
We have Mansfield joining the party now. What is going on, Josh?
Like I told no one when we were in Cleveland, him joining Chase U was just an unfortunate side effect of my shenanigans towards you, JJ. I know how it can get better, Noah. The panel chooses you.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
He said that so like.
They got the intro back.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
just like how you and I had lunch together the other week.
That was different.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King is here. Say his name and he appears. We believe in King A-Train. There are so many believers in Joe Hendry. The only person on this panel that doesn't believe in Joe Hendry is King A-Train. Tell the world why you do not believe in Joe Hendry.
The reason I do not believe Joe Hendry is he is Fandango 2.0 in a entrance merchant. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Hey! There's nothing wrong with being an entrance merchant. He has some of the best entrances of all time.
Teleporting into the command center, all the way from Angel Grove High, Datilla.
Oh, yeah. I went to the command center on Thursday. I went to Vasquez Rocks, which is where they filmed a lot of episodes. Somebody actually climbed to the very top of those rocks. I made it halfway. I was like, I'm not going up there. Definitely Toni Storm versus Mariah May. That's the one match I probably am looking forward to the most. I really like the story. I'm familiar with all about Eve, so if it plays out that way, I kind of know how this is gonna go.
Say goodnight, Datilla.
Good night.
James, you did say his name. So he shall appear, ladies and gentlemen, first time on the Shenanigans. Jeff Meacham is in the motherfucking house.
All right, we're coming in hard with the botch. All right, fucking hell. It's good to be back. It's good to have an opportunity to talk to the crowd on a Saturday. If you want to have yourself stomach through it, you can go back and watch when the Main Event Mafia took over Impact. That's what James is talking about. So if everybody just joined us, we're talking about people sedating people, attempted murder, boys, and tips. Welcome to Saturday Shenanigans, everybody. Aren't you glad I'm back?
Welcome back, Jeff.
Cool. That opening pops me every time. Anyway, welcome everyone to the weekly chaos here across the Central Reliable Studios. That is the Saturday Shenanigans. No, that is not the voice of the Renegade you are hearing. For the first time since we officially rebranded this show as the Saturday Shenanigans, your host and moderator is me, good old JM, Jeff Meacham. They call me the founding father around here, so I'll run with that shit. That works for me. I enjoy having my ego stroked every once in a while. You know, it is what it is. I am but a human being. Every once in a while, it's good to have that ego boosted just a smidge. But I'm not alone. No. Nay. I have a rather packed green room. We've got 4 other people waiting to come in, and we're going to bring them in post haste here because one of them is fresh out of a WWE or AEW premium pay-per-view. So we want to make sure we get him on, and we'll get everybody around the board here. But I'm gonna do right by the people that do right by me. The first person into the green room tonight that was bullshit with me throughout the pre-show was the original Big G, not that Australian phony baloney. Big G's here. G, I know you were watching Cult of Chucky as we were getting ready to pop in today. You're on your horror binge. We were talking about
Yes, I am.
We were talking about the plethora of crap that is the remakes and of horror films. And Big G's internet's working today, so he's on the Shenanigans with us, folks. Good to see Big G. And I know, my friend, you are happy to be here. Let's see. Let's bring in the team that was with us all afternoon. God bless the two of them. Not only did they call all out, but they called most of Wrestlepalooza. And I say most, for those of you that missed it, we'll get into that later. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Foster and Walter Cruz are here. Good to see you guys back on with me today. Love you guys. And finally, the man who was at the Scotiabank Arena in the Great White North, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, along with his missus. I see an avatar, so we're going to go. Oh, there we go. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh out of All Out. He is all in with us. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Nick.
What's going on, fellas?
How was the show?
And the missus is with me.
Yes, hello, Mrs. I don't know if we can have the shot with you holding it, but if we can do the horizontal swerve, that would be there. No, there it is. There we go.
We'll try.
We'll try.
What's going on,
All
fellas?
right. So, I have been told that we're going to go ahead and talk about All Out right now. That way, if you want to bounce after we talk about both shows, we can.
Whatever y'all want.
So let's just jump right into it. And yes, we are going to talk about the announcement that happened at Wrestlepalooza regarding next year's WWE Hall of Fame ceremony. That now has me motivated to get my ass out to Vegas after all, for the record. But you know what? Let's go around the room real quick. And we actually have one more person to bring in to make it a even 6. Our friend from Canada, ladies and gentlemen, Ash has joined us as well. Ash, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
What's up, Ash?
Let me get the Canadians bookending Big G here. There we go. That'll work. We got the broadcast team on the top row. Jeff ended up on the broadcast team today because Tony Khan's an asshole. Anyway, we'll get into that later, like I said. But let's go around the room real quick, get everybody's initial reactions to the afternoon. I know GCW Homecoming is still happening, which is why you don't see the Renegade here. We'll be displaying his photos throughout the show. Noah, you were on the call for entirety of All Out and most of Wrestlepalooza. What are your thoughts now having had about a half hour to process it all?
First off, the timer is going 2 hours and 26 minutes. I don't have to worry about hosting you Yahoos, which I'm very grateful for. Ash, missed you. Walter, phenomenal job. Nick, I'm glad you had a great time. Big G, good to see you as always. Fucking loved it.
Absolutely phenomenal. But once again, as AEW does not freaking miss. Damn it. Every time they hit it out of the ballpark, and once again, they went all out. Incredible moments, great surprising upsets, incredible action. I could not be happier to be a fan professional the rest of the day, but AEW brought once again on pay-per-view. It's funny. I was looking at my pictures when I went to Toronto in 2019 for NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. I wish I was in Toronto tonight for AEW because, damn, that was a fucking good show. I cannot wait to see what's ahead and what's next. And I'll leave it at that as we get into the recap and Nick's live experience. Fucking loved it.
Mr. Cruz, you were also on the call for All Out and most of Wrestlepalooza. Again, fuck you, Tony. What say you, Walter, about the happenings of the afternoon?
Fucking love the afternoon until my supposed to be eating cheese ass ate some of my wife's lasagna and now I'm paying for it. But other than that, the great afternoon, awesome.
Now, if there's one thing we've learned this week, Walter, you don't engage in the vices anymore. You learned about the cheese. I learned that for sure tequila is a powerful drug. Thank you, Dwayne. We'll talk about that later too. Ash, our favorite resident female Canadian, did you get to catch the shows today? I know you were working, but did you get to catch anything? How do you feel?
So the funny thing about that is, I'll be real with you guys. I only watched the matches I was looking forward to when I got back home from work, and there's still 2 matches I haven't caught up on yet.
That's all right. Well, there you go. Which ones are you waiting to get caught up on? Just because I mean, we're going to be talking about the shows, so I just want to make sure.
It's okay. I'm the type of person where the spoilers won't ruin the match for me. Like, you can tell me who wins, that's not going to stop me from watching it. Like, the results don't bother me none. I haven't watched the unified triple threat match.
Oh God!
Match of the night.
So good,
accurate.
And I think it's the 4-way. Yeah, the 4-way ladder match.
Yes, Brodito and crew.
Did not see that one. I had to bounce out and start covering Wrestlepalooza because again, fuck Tony Khan.
Thank you, Tony.
Big G.
Yes.
I know you were supposed to be working today, and I appreciate the access to HBO Max. And you can thank Donna Meacham Financial down the hall for access to the pay-per-view today. So there you go. What did you think of the afternoon's festivities?
We'll talk more about it, but I did see some of the clips on Twix and Facebook for All Out. But I thought Wrestlepalooza was definitely good. We'll get more into that, but
yes, sir.
AEW is supposed to be in Pittsburgh on Wednesday, so I might catch it just in case a certain doctor happens to show up on Wednesday night.
I can either confirm or deny the presence of a certain doctor, but let me double check the chat before I talk out of my ass, because I've been accused of that more than once. I want to make sure I see exactly what this person said. Bear with me. We're going to have a little bit of a delay because I want to read it. Okay. Jeopardy theme. Oh, okay. There we go. So somebody that lives in the area of Pittsburgh that we've been on his own show a few times has a ticket for Wednesday night. Sensational personality, if you will, out of Pennsylvania. So if you do buy a ticket, hook up with our favorite picker. Anyway, and we'll leave it at that. Hopefully we get to, if nothing else, I'm going to see him for his birthday live on the Greg Cherry Show. So check that out on November 5th. And now we come to the man that literally is fresh out of the Scotiabank, the home of the Maple Leafs, who have not won a Stanley Cup since 1967, but God bless him anyway. He was at All Out. Nick, give us the experience, man. You popped in a couple times during our stream, gave us the lowdown with Avatar Man present, but how was it being there? First of all, let's just talk about step by step here. We had the pre-show, the ops defeating the workhorsemen, who it was pointed out on screen by Walter that they need to separate those words because it looked like the word semen was very prevalent in the graphic. We need to make sure we eliminate that. Danny Garcia versus Shibata, Hologram and Paragon against the Frat House, and that 8-woman tag team clusterfuck. How was the pre-show for you?
Okay. Pre-show was
okay. It wasn't. It was all right. It wasn't like. So the arena was half empty.
Oh.
As I expected.
Yeah. So people were still filing in at that point.
Oh, okay.
But it was all right. There was. I think the only thing I didn't like was the frat house bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. The match not announced that no one needed.
Yeah, I didn't need it. Especially with the there was a little subtle like tease with El Clone.
Right. Yeah.
So we all saw the virus thingy. So we all saw it, so we were all like, oh. But I think you'd have to be very inside baseball with it. But other than that, the pre-show was okay. Honey, what do you got?
Pre-show is boring.
Okay, so I'm gonna before
about like 3 hours in.
So, but hold on. Before I want to preface by saying this: she is not a wrestling fan. This was her first ever wrestling experience.
Nice.
Whoa.
Like wrestling for her is non-existent. So that she's gonna tell you some things that you're gonna be like, wow. So I just want to preface you guys by starting there.
New reality show. My wife's not a wrestling fan, featuring my husband. That is coming to TLC.
Yeah, she can join my wife too. Then they can.
We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So what do you got?
Politics of the work. We're reality based over here. So
The pre-show
reality you
was
speak of.
too much. It was too
Yes.
much going on. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know who to follow. Yeah, and then there was the whole thing with no commentary. Like, as somebody who doesn't know the stories or the characters or like any of that, I was confused as fuck.
Just keep it pre-show. Keep it pre-show right now.
I was confused. Didn't know where to look. Didn't know what to.
We'll get into that as we go on with the show.
I'm sure you were educating her. You were her commentator.
I tried.
It's hard live. It's like going to a movie and somebody's asking about the plot every 5 minutes because they don't understand what's going on. It's like, so I get it. Like it's tough.
Yeah.
I had the benefit of the only person I was with long term that came to a show with me. She just sat there and watched. Thank goodness, because she knew that she asked me 45 questions. I'd have knocked her silly. Just oh god. But going to a pay-per-view cold turkey without commentary you're a braver soul than me. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
I was voluntold to go, so
voluntold is my new favorite word. I'm so glad I said that.
Voluntold. I love that.
I'm so glad I used that last week. That was good stuff. All right, so let's talk about the moment that, much like WWE did with their marquee match, they just threw the big match right at us, right at the top of the pay-per-view. And we'll start with Nick now since he was there. How was it, man? Cope and Christian coming out, the big moment with the theme song and facing FTR. Tell us about the entrances and what you thought of the match and the aftermath with the surprise too.
Right.
We brought the noise. We brought the noise.
It should have.
It what?
It felt very Canadian.
The first match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt very Canadian, which was kind of fun because I think everyone in the arena kind of resonated with it.
Yeah. The whole, we had the fuck the revival chants. They were going off. What was the other one? There was He's Our Father. So this was I don't know, again, I don't know if you guys caught it on when they were doing so when they
Hey, baby.
yes, so they were singing hey baby, ooh I want to know
Yeah, that's a typical song.
if you'd be my dad.
Yes, they were doing the Bailey chant for Christian. It was hysterical.
Yes. So they were
hell.
singing that so they were singing that. You had the He's Our Father, and then when Christian came in, it was he's our father. But when Cope came in, it was he's our uncle.
Uncle.
Okay, so they were saying father. I could have sworn they were saying he's our asshole because
I thought I heard that too. Yeah.
No, it was he's our uncle.
That's our uncle. Well, I meant for Christian. That's hysterical. That's
yeah. No, he's our uncle. He's our uncle was for Cope.
Right, but what I'm saying is, when Christian came out, you're saying you guys said he's our father. When I was moving back from the kitchen, I thought they were saying he's our asshole.
No. It was.
I thought so too at first.
I thought so. We did think so too at first, but then it was he's our uncle.
Yeah, fucking hysterical.
Okay, so this is a funny part. Okay. So I understood it because I got it. I'm just gonna say when Cope did the John Cena spot.
Yes.
The place, dude, I'm telling you, goosebumps. I had goosebumps.
Same.
I had goosebumps. Yep. The arena went fucking ballistic. But my favorite part was she sitting right beside me, not knowing what was going on.
Right.
She was she had no idea. And then when
Cena's an actor.
when they started chanting Cena, I think that's when you kind of clued in.
Looked to me like the John Cena thing, and I was like, oh, it's like the
exactly.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
But that match, like the spots in that match, I mean, her with the spot, she's not gonna know. But like the John Cena spot, they almost did the Jeff Hardy stuff.
Yes.
Like the Hardy Boy stuff. And again, I think that all plays, especially with the Hardy stuff. I think that plays into hopefully a triple threat match for the tag team championships, but we'll wait till we get there.
Well, I'll real quick. Both the Hardys and Team 3D have said that their match at Bound for Glory is going to definitely be.
Oh no, I'm not meaning with them.
Okay.
If you guys caught back to our Simply Predicting show on Friday,
right.
I said I would not be surprised if they do FTR, CNC, and the Young Bucks in a sort of TLC match.
That makes sense.
When they did the Hardy spot, I kind of thought back to what I said then, and I was like, "Oh,
could be.
Oh, could be.
Could be."
Now, when the screen had the Phoenix, so I don't know if the camera showed you the screen, but when the Phoenix was flying on the Tron,
yeah,
we all were confused.
Oh.
We were. I don't think we knew because it was just, remember how the Phoenix was.
Imagine me. You said we were all confused. Imagine.
Oh yeah. She was like, "Why is there a Phoenix on the
All we
Tron
saw
thing?"
was flames.
Yeah, we were very confused. We didn't.
Yeah, because it said beta, so we were like, "Huh?"
Yeah, it was very confused. And then when Beth showed up,
oh God,
when Beth showed up, that was a pop.
Yes, it was.
People went
shut as fuck.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard the one girl shriek as loud as I did and be like, "Yeah, that would have been me too."
Don't surprise me, Ash.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hold on, one great. What was your first? Remember the Tron, Jumbotrons, the screens?
Yeah, they did it.
So this is your first gripe you're gonna get from her.
We did it. I don't know how to word it.
So we were sitting facing. We were in the 300 section facing the stage.
Okay.
The way the screens were set up were stupid because the lights above the ring blocked the screens from us.
It doesn't matter where you sit. That's always a problem.
I hate that shit. That is so freaking annoying.
BG, you know that for a fact.
Yeah. That was so annoying.
It was bad positioning, and then they didn't take advantage of the Jumbotron and use that as a screen so people could actually see what the hell was going on.
They don't do
So
that
the way
anymore
that,
often.
so I know that when you see it back live, the screens were kind of like angled, right? Because you had the one screen on the top, then you had the middle screen, and then you had the it wasn't angled for us. So we looked at it, we thought it was all straight.
Yeah.
So we didn't. So we're looking like it was hard to see the top two screens because of the lighting rig was in the way.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's that's definitely more of an arena that's built for like sports.
Exactly.
It's not for necessarily for wrestling. So it is what it is.
To be fair, a lot of arenas are like that, Jeff. Let's be honest here.
Oh, no, they are. But you know, I've noticed over the years, you know, that's a big reason why WWE is no longer running Staples Center as their primary Crypto.com Arena as their primary LA
No,
operation.
Jeff. It's the
use
Staples Center. No, Jeff. It's the Staples Center, buddy.
I know, but I'm trying very hard to fall in line because
exactly.
I try.
Don't be cryptic. Just say Staples.
Yeah. Just like listen, the young generation nowadays call our arena the Scotiabank Arena.
Yeah.
It's the ACC. It's the Air Canada.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I made note of that for you.
Yep.
No. It's the
Air
ACC.
Canada Center. Yeah. Air Canada Center.
But anyway,
then
that's why the reason for the way the riggings are for hockey and basketball. That's why WWE's running into it now primarily.
Yeah. And then I mean, her coming out was great. I just want to kind of speed it up. Her coming out was great. The match was awesome. Everybody had a blast with it. Beth getting spike pile drived and the whole ending sequence. Everybody was. FTR got like new heat, dude. New heat in that fucking arena.
I believe it.
Yeah.
New heat in that arena. But it fabulous opener. Could not script it any better.
Yeah, they should have Jacques Rougeau escort FTR out there for the Mounties, make sure they got home safe.
Right.
There you go. Anybody else with thoughts on that? Watch the FTR CNC match.
I want to let the other people speak that didn't have to commentate because you got a long car still, bro. So Ash and Big G, silence is golden.
Well, no, remember, Ash didn't see the show, and Big G only saw a clip.
I just saw that match, though. I did see that match.
Okay, well, by all means.
I'll let you know what match I saw. I'll be like, I'll let you guys know if I saw it, if I didn't. So this one I did see. Solid opener. I loved it. It was one of the matches I was looking forward to. It delivered. Beth Phoenix coming out, or Beth Copeland. That was a pleasant surprise because she was one of my favorite wrestlers in the Divas division.
Right.
Oh my God. I remember being like 14 years old and being like, I love this woman. I want to be like this woman when I grow up.
There you go.
The definition of not a diva, by the way, which was also the reason why I loved her.
Right. Tall, strong, and powerful. And, you know, being two out of those three things ain't bad.
So I want to, there's a, sorry, Walter, before you go, there's a comment in the chat asking me how much tickets were.
Yes.
Pull up a picture of where we were. Do you have any pictures?
Why you do that? Big G, you're about to say a thought real quick, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I said, I did scroll through Twix and saw some of the clips, like Beth coming out. That shocked me. I was like, holy hell! Like, I wasn't expecting that. And then I saw the spike pile driver with Cope being handcuffed, which kind of brought me back to when Hunter was handcuffed to the rope and Stephanie took that that DDT.
Yeah,
from
DDT
Orton.
Stephanie.
So, like flashbacks, I was like, all right, well, I could see this. I see this storyline with FTR continuing now for a little bit longer.
Yeah, and the matriarchy now also part. Let's not forget it was Nick Wayne and Mama Wayne on the time trial that instigated this to happen. Scott was engaged first, and they took out Adam Copeland's wife in front of him. Adam Copeland's going to go rated R and all those sons of bitches.
Especially the Glamazon. I mean, she's, she was one of the more stronger women in the Divas division, and she got taken out by a freaking spike pile driver. Well, that takes out anybody. Let's be for real. So
yeah, I'm about to say it doesn't matter whether you're man or woman. If you drop a woman on their head, they're going to be out for a while, and even if they're the freaking grit half of the grit couple, as they like to call it. Bottom line, I think this means we're getting more Beta, Beth, insert last name here in AEW. I'm all fucking for it.
What do you want? You want to say something?
Team.
Oh. So this was. Let me see if I could. This was
Oh, wow,
our.
okay.
This was our view, not zoomed in.
Right.
That cost us $54 a ticket.
That's not bad.
Canadian?
$54 Canadian plus that.
Well, okay. But yeah, even then, like that's about my distance for hockey. We're paying more than that for our season tickets at the arena. So no.
AEW being affordable, ain't that?
I know.
Well, but you know what? We're gonna talk about the family friendly pricing versus the family friendly content once we get through the recap of the show.
I hope Beth isn't a one-time thing because take my money if you put her and Megan Bain across the ring from me.
That was my immediate reaction. That was my immediate reaction. As soon as I saw Rock on that, I'll be like, give me her versus Megan Bain. Give me her versus Queen Aminata. Give me her versus every big, strong woman in that division.
Am I smiling ear to ear because I like this aspect of the AEW women's roster? The answer is yes.
Mm-hmm. What's her name? It's not even Beth. It was Beta or Beta.
It was Beta Copeland. I think that's what really threw me off. And then I saw her come out, and I'm like, oh shit, that's
No,
Beth.
it was Beth on the Tron.
Okay, so it's probably just a weird font looking thing. I think H was an A.
It was Beth on the Tron, but there was no Phoenix, so it was just Beth on the Tron.
Well,
yeah, because I
sure
did
the Beth
refer.
Phoenix is a WWE trademark
Yeah,
name.
Yeah.
because I did hear on commentary they did refer to her as Beth Copeland.
Yeah.
So that's what
Whoever,
she's
I think it
talking
was Shivani or somebody.
It was
Like-
Tony Schiavone or Brian
Okay.
Daniels. I believe if it was Brian Daniels.
Well, on TV it came across like it said Beta. It was like a weird font.
The angle, dude. The angle was weird. It was like a weird cursive font. But either way, that was Beth fucking Copeland we just saw in AEW. But that was
So, anybody have any significant thoughts about Kingston versus Big Bill?
Kingston's back. Hook and Kingston, possibly new tag team. Kingston's back. Respect.
Yeah.
I love Kingston's shirt. It's like every time he fucking hates Claudio, dude. He hates him.
He hates Claudio so much.
He hates him with the passion. Like I heard the mute because I watched the clip when his entrance came out.
Right.
And like I was just like, yeah. I was like, Eddie Kingston, now that he's back, I might start watching AEW again too, because Eddie Kingston was always one of my favorites. So
Respect. The king of the bums, the man that pulls no punches on the mic and can knock your lights out with a spinning hurricane and the Ramsey chop Big Bill down for the 3 count eventually.
Like
and there was a certain tag team that got back together that have reignited my
We'll
passion.
definitely
for
talk about
AEW.
that for sure. Because I missed that. I was out doing the other producing because fuck Tony Khan. But let me just say, I've not been kind to Eddie Kingston, and I know that's whatever for some people, but I was glad for him that he was able to come back. It's been 2 years, dude. So good on him for making a comeback. That's awesome. You know, I hate seeing anybody lose their livelihood. That sucks. You know, regardless of how I feel about the person. So that was cool to see him back. Nick, any thoughts of Eddie and Bill live?
Eddie and Bill Live was definitely used as a cool down match.
Oh, 100%.
No denying. No denying.
Yeah, to anybody that wanted anything different, it was definitely there to cool it down. Huge pop. I mean, everybody, I kid you not, everybody was still in their seat for that match.
Good.
This was not a bathroom break match for the people there.
Good.
Um,
And I will say, use it as a cool down. They had to, because Jesus Christ, what came out next? Freaking tables and tacks.
Yeah.
Maxon and Mark Briscoe. My God.
But yeah, so no, it was definitely a good match. It was definitely if I had to put it on the star meter, it'd be like a 2.5.
Right.
Yeah, we don't rate like that, but I get what you mean.
It was definitely a cool down match. Like it wasn't. If you thought anything, like I said, if you thought anything different, you'd be crazy.
Right? It was exactly what we expected, to be honest.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. That was going to be the one match that met expectations. It probably wasn't going to surpass anybody's mind.
No. Huge pop for Hook. Huge.
Yes.
Uh,
I like this
legit.
team of New Yorkers.
I do like it. I was very interested in that. The whole Hook logo was like legit, like above our heads, like on the
That's
other
awesome.
side.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, so we literally had to like look over like this, and it was like, oh look, it's right there. But other than that, it was good. Did you have anything? A second match? No, it was just there. Yeah,
It was just there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely want to hear the live perspective from the going in cold turkey fan, because man, MJF and Mark Briscoe did things to each other that I wouldn't do to my friends. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but Jesus Christ. So, for people that haven't watched AEW or weren't watching the show tonight, they had what's called a tables and tax match. Exactly what it sounds like it's going to be. People went through tables and people used tax copiously.
That match was tacky.
That match was tacky. Fuck's sake.
Hold on. Time out. He deserves it. John Walk, you freaking
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I forgot I had that at my disposal. Thank you for reminding me, whoever did that.
I got it if he goes at it again. But yeah, I don't think I've seen that many taxes, 10,000 taxes in TNA. And they covered the canvas in tax to make sure this was.
Seriously, Mark Briscoe walked into the ring and just dumped out all the tax buckets and said, all right, we're starting this way. And Max, but I applaud MJF. You know, people are going to hate on Max or hate on the way Max is booked. And the way he's booked, I can't blame them half the time, but I just loved it. I'm curious about his post, because after the event, he put out a post on Twix that I don't know anymore, man. And I'm like, oh, are you taking a break again? God damn it. Please don't go again.
So he's filming Violent Night 2 now.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
After Violent Night 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I gotta go back and watch the first one again then.
He's busy out of the ring. And to Big B's point, again, let's not forget, he still has in WWE, he still has an AEW World Championship contract he can execute at any time, a week ahead of challenging for the title. You know he's going to be back prior to defending his Dynamite in the ring in December, but this program closing Mark Briscoe and losing the CMR World Championship last night to Mystico, dressed up as Homelander. He's had a rough 2 days.
And let's not forget, he just got married, so he's got to go on his honeymoon too.
Yeah, now he's legitimately got a reason to. Jesus.
Yeah, Alicia's waited long enough. She's been patient.
His honeymoon's going to be spent pulling tax out of his body.
Okay.
Yeah, Alicia pulling tax out of his body, probably.
Weird
time
freaky
in
too.
the bedroom.
Anyway, Nick, how was watching? I mean, you guys were like way the fuck back there, but how was watching Max and Mark do their thing with all the violence and the mayhem?
All the violence.
I think they're talking to each other.
Yeah, let them talk to one another as we continue talking about this. I mean, the men wore whites for a reason, and then they ripped it off each other's bodies.
There was literally a point where the words AEW in the ring were just made out of tax.
Yeah, it was. That one was definitely the spectacle I expected it to be.
Right.
And it was, I'm not a fan of death matches. I think I've made that more than clear over the years in my hosting these things and everything. And God, what we saw later with Darby and Mox was what it was. But I found myself enjoying the story that was told in spite of all the gratuitous violence and the blood. And, I enjoyed it for what it was. So,
look, when you got Briscoe in the ring.
So we're going to go ahead and actually do the thing here. We'll just do
the thing.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
All right.
And then we're 5 for the moment. All right. So let me run. Okay. So the next one was the trios match. Kind of surprised me that the Hurt Syndicate lost, but I think it's one of those, if they win, you pointed out on play-by-play, Noah, what do they do with Ricochet from there if he loses?
This lobby, this command to demand respect since a line with the Gates of Addy, trying to stick it to everybody, including MVP. And the first time those three came out as a cohesive unit and this person to get not only their first loss in AEW, let alone as a trio, but also getting back against MVP, who barely wrestles as it is anymore due to those knees. It made sense what happened in the end, but it did make the Hurst to get look weak, because at the end of the day, what was the match based around? It was MVP and Ricochet. At the end of the day, the right team won because they needed to win. They were going to have any more relevancy. As far as the Hurst syndicate goes, business has to change or it's going to become more violent. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think we're going to need to see MVP back in the ring. Now, what does this mean for Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin? Your guess is as good as mine. But I still enjoyed the match for what it was, and I need more Bobby Lashley versus Total Leona, please. That meaty clinic is freaking awesome. Just saying.
It was anarchy, and
let's play it politely.
I knew the only way that they could win was to isolate MVP, and that's exactly what they were doing.
You called it. Bishop called with a modified chop block, sending up Ricochet with a spirit gun after Total Leona wiped out Bobby Lashley and Benjamin over the barricade in the Timekeepers area.
Yeah, that spot when they were outside the ring near the Timekeeper area. Woo!
Yes. All right, Nick, take two. Thoughts
Sorry.
on MJF and Mark Briscoe first.
So again, I was unfortunately at the concession stand. That was my concession stand break match, and I picked the worst. And I picked it at the worst time because our concession stand. I think they didn't.
Restock.
They didn't staff enough people for the concession stands. I don't think they were expecting as many people as they did because the service was absolute dog shit.
Okay.
So, honey, you watched this match pretty much all by yourself.
Oh,
go ahead.
That's intense.
I did get a text message saying that it looked like MJF.
Blood on his cooter.
It looked like MJF has blood on his cooter. It looked like he had his period. Anyway, it was like
Jesus!
That was Briscoe's blood on his pants.
It looked like it was a heavy flow. Anyways,
I'm so glad Ash is muted.
All right.
I'd like to say I'm not trying to insult the wrestling community. I don't believe that shit's real. Like,
That's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's a blood, but I think it's exaggerated. I don't know. I don't think those tacks were like the tacks you use in a fucking pin board. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not sold.
The tacks are the one thing they don't gimmick in wrestling.
Unfortunately,
this is accurate. That was legitimate bleeding on their backs. Now you know. And as someone who watches death matches from Freedom's Pro Wrestling with the likes of Jun Kasai and El Desperado, it was everything I expected and then some. I just did not know how much the tacks were going to be in quantity, and it exceeded my expectations as far as how many they were going to use. And damn it, Walter, you called the tack infused freaking weapons.
I knew the tack infused weapons were coming. And whatever company makes tacks is rich off this match alone.
Yeah. There were four. You said 4 buckets.
4 buckets.
Yes.
So there's 4 buckets. What was the comment that you made about the? I guess the realness of it. You made the comment earlier that you knew it was the way they were hitting and.
It's very theatrical.
So
Yeah,
like you were.
It's very theatrical. So again, not trying to insult. I don't see wrestling as a sport. I'm not saying it's not athletic. It's very athletic. Yes. But like I grew up as like a theater kid. So to me, it's very performative. To me, it's more like a performing art than it is a sport.
Absolutely. No, she got it spot on. For somebody old turkey, she's got it.
Yeah, that's exactly what wrestling is. It's performance arts and mixed with like simulated combat.
Yeah.
Simulated combat. Thank you, Ash. Literally, that's what it is, folks. This is a case study for how wrestling is relatable to anybody.
They keep saying that
think the
wrestling ain't
reason-
ballet. It was pretty goddamn close.
I think the reason it doesn't sell me is because it is so obviously staged in the sense that, like, at one point he like fully climbed onto the mat himself while being tugged by his head. Like, it was just, it's too fake at points. Not all of it. Like, they're just, yeah.
I
That's a lot more when you're there live.
I tend to believe that the death matches are what make the non-fans go, okay, what the fuck? So I get it. I totally understand that. That's primarily
a lot of what the fuck moments.
Other than my squeamish stomach, that's primarily why I don't like the death matches, because it's like it makes the rest of it just like
as long as I don't see skewers, I can handle death matches. That's my thing. That's my breaking point.
Yeah, but you want to hear something crazy? After the tag match, she's like, I want more violence.
Well, Mox and Darby definitely delivered, and we'll get there. We'll talk
We'll
about
get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
When you guys were pulling Elsa Anna and Frozen in Time, we were talking about the trios match.
Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate, MVP, and Sean Benjamin versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony.
I said it on the. Y'all can run it back. The fucking Simply Predicting episode we did on Friday. No, I said it. Gates, you are looking at your next trios champions in the Gates of Agony. It is and Ricochet. MJ or MVP took the pin, which was great. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
We hurt people.
No.
We hurt people. We hurt people.
It irks me.
It irks her, and that chant was going bananas. Ricochet and the Gates of Agony got a good pop when they came out. But the Hurt Syndicate stole the show at that point. Like they came out to a massive pop. Everybody was chanting "We hurt people." It was great. And then, like I said, going back to the Simply Predicting, I said it there. I think the Gates of Agony and Ricochet are your next trio champions. And in that same time, now that MVP took the pin tonight, I think he comes out or they come out maybe either, if not Wednesday, they come out the Wednesday after, and MVP's flat out says, I can't do it anymore. We need to find a third guy. And they find that third guy. And once they find that third guy, you'll see that GOA and Ricochet that's your next trios feud.
Dude, Hobbs needs to be that guy. I know he's in the off. Yeah. I know, and they're a great team, but I need Hobbs with Lashley.
Yes, I said during the brawl. Yes, I want to ask BG something real quick. Hi, brother. You also are married to somebody that's not a wrestling fan. Here in this case study with Mrs. Ferrante,
correct.
By the way, engaging with you in conversation about wrestling. Some of the stuff that she is basically stating, does your wife feel the same way?
Well, I mean, my wife did watch wrestling in the early 2000s, possibly. So she's, because her dad used to watch it back in the day. So she's used to it. So, I mean, she's gone to a couple SmackDowns with me. I think a Raw. And then, she was at WrestleMania with me for 2 nights.
Jesus, that's fair.
So, and she likes it. I mean, granted, I think she loves the females more than the males. She loves Tony Storm's ass.
No.
She loves Jade Cargill.
Oh, yeah. She loves Tony Storm's ass, or she loves Tony Storm's ass?
Her ass.
Her actual buttocks.
Her posterior.
Okay, so
derriere.
You know what? Don't do that. I'm looking for clarification here, Mucker.
And then she also loves Rhea Ripley. She loves Mommy.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Everybody loves Mommy. Who else do you like?
So she likes Aussies, apparently.
My wife's Roman Reigns.
She
acknowledges Roman Reigns.
Go figure.
Right.
Jeff, you like this? She likes Natalia too.
There you go.
So
Natty's the next one I'm going to try to meet up with. It. I tweeted it.
So I mean, she'll watch with me like on TV, but she likes it more live. I think it's a lot better live.
That's fair. All right. I like that outlook.
My wife won't watch. She hasn't watched this since the Attitude Era.
That's really good of you.
I'm the only one in the house that watches wrestling.
Same, but God bless my mother who started me off as a fan and still sometimes asks me about it, even though she's not into it. And I'm turning my little Ella into a wrestling fan. What's behind my sisters?
My kids will go with me live, but it's just like as a hey, I did this with my dad thing. Not I like wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's funny. Teresa watched JJ's ex and my sister. She watched wrestling back in the 80s, when Piper was still Piper, but she's not been a regular fan, even going to PWG with us back in the day. She never really fully re-embraced the fandom, and she's definitely not now. But she's happy that her wrestling friends are happy. So whatever.
So I wanna point another thing out too. Okay. And maybe she might say it.
And then we'll move on to the next match. We gotta keep going.
Yeah. For us, the card didn't feel long. I thought the card went by so quick.
It did. It did. It's
for her. She said it was way too long.
Okay,
that's fair. For a non-wrestling fan, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
I
mean, the pre-show started right with the first match out of the gate at 11 a.m. our time, and they went till what was it? An hour into Wrestlepalooza?
I don't know. I don't look at Jeff. I don't have a clock. I just watch the damn shows.
Well,
sorry.
All I know is I dipped out at 30 minutes at 6:30 Eastern. I dipped out to start getting the room ready for Wrestlepalooza. I didn't get Noah and Walter back until after the second match from Wrestlepalooza. So that show ran long, for sure.
Anyways, yeah.
Figure 11 a.m. to roughly 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's a long goddamn show.
Yeah. And see, that's why I can't do the AEW pay-per-views anymore. Because special if they do it in the afternoon, that's fine. But I'm working. But if they do it at nighttime and it goes to midnight, my body can't stay up that long anymore.
Yeah,
I'm so freaking exhausted.
Yeah.
And
I'm so happy. Happy that the time changed. I'm so happy that it's.
Well, yeah, that's good for you.
We
got out at 8:00.
Yeah,
there you go.
See? And WWE had only started an hour before that, so you were able to catch most of that, I'm sure, when you got back to the house.
He's probably looking at his ex while the wife was driving. To be fair, they had a ride. That being said, Ash, you had a fun say real quick about this trios match before we move on.
Oh, I was about to say, add on to the other conversation because I didn't watch this trios match, but I will say this: I am friends with hardcore AEW fans, in real life here in Winnipeg, and even they say the AEW pay-per-views are too long.
Well, yeah, we can all agree to that, but at the end of the day, we're still watching them. So, are we truly complaining, or are we just fatiguing?
Yeah,
that's probably what it is. Just
11 a.m. to 5 p.m. is great when I have a shift to Disney on the back of my tram. 11 to 5 watching a wrestling show for that long is too damn. That's 6 hours. That's nuts.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway,
moving on.
All right. So I know not everybody is a fan of the TBS champion, but anybody have any comments on Mercedes versus Riho?
I like the match. It was fun. I love seeing Riho. I want more Riho. Give me more Riho.
Riho makes me happy. Walter almost screamed out of his chair, and Riho nearly won with that freaking counter pin.
Right. That was damn close.
I miss Sasha Banks.
Thank you. For real. No, I agree.
I do not. Mercedes is a good wrestler. I don't know. There's something when I see her on AEW, I don't know. Something's not clicking. And it hasn't for me ever since she came to AEW. There's something not clicking.
Sorry, not Walter. Gee, I'll disagree. Something's clicking for me. It's the remote control as I turn the channel and go watch something else. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, bloody hell. Let's not abuse the gimmick.
Mercedes and Riho live.
Mercedes and Riho live. What?
That was a lot of fun.
That was the Japanese woman.
I know.
And
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the Grand Theft Auto stripper lady.
Will stop that?
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Did you?
I did. I really liked that one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I
So
enjoyed it.
this can be.
I enjoy the women's matches.
So that she just made. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ja.
Yeah, like I find the women's matches smoother in their performance. I don't know if I'm saying the right things, but like I find it
talk.
I find it not less choreographed, but less obvious. And I think it's because like men have like denser muscle mass, right? So they're not as agile, I guess. Whereas women, it's just smoother. I don't know.
Yeah. No.
I have found the AEW women's matches definitely come off better on at least on television. I've been saying for over a year the WWE women are trying too hard to pull off the choreography.
Thank you.
Way too much. Io Sky was one of my favorite wrestlers when she came up from NXT. I can't watch her match. I mean, tonight's was an exception. Tonight's match was different.
Once they did it right.
But luckily, usually when she's out there running, tag matches or even one-on-ones and she's doing all the spots, it's like, oh, no.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But no,
I have a question for you.
Seeing Mercedes live. Okay. One thing I will say, I didn't understand the Magic Mike XXL topless men with I didn't understand it. She did.
I liked it.
That was for the ladies.
Yeah, she was like abs. You could tell by the match Mercedes loved working with Riho. They just had that kind of.
They worked well together.
They worked very well together. Again, I don't know how it came off on television. The dueling CEO Riho chants were loud.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was pretty partisan audience, despite again the obvious result that most people saw coming if you've been long-term fans, but the overall tenacity of the match and counter offensive wrestling, of course, waterless counter wrestling. It was on first point here. I mean, the way that she tore Mercedes Moné's leg and that single leg crab a couple of times, there was really close spots of figuring that Rico could do it. Again, crazy things have happened. I thought that was one of Mercedes Moné's better matches for the TBS Championship.
No, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, it was. We were all worried that Riho, especially after the tag team match, everybody was worried of how Riho was going to do going into that match.
That's fair.
And even into the Renegade match coming out of that, everybody was still worried. Riho fucking killed it. Knocked it out of the park. Yeah, no. Riho came to play. But we can't deny the fact Mercedes is not, while it was predictable, Mercedes is not losing a match till she beats Jade's record.
I think that's that. Yeah. Big G, you had a question for me, or you wanted to say something, brother?
Well, Nick kind of said that, but do you know how close Mercedes is to beating Jade's record?
Less than 30 days, 26 days to be exact.
Okay, so that's what they're planning on doing. They want to erase Jade from the history books. Okay.
Yep.
All right, sounds good to me.
I do love that there was a CE no sign, and I freaking loved it. I was like, that's some creative shit.
Down with big business.
From somebody who's chasing a record to somebody who just recently passed a record, and what I'm sure was the match everybody in NorCal was going, somebody check on Dave. Kazuchika Okada, Takeshita, and Mascarada Dorada. My God. Seriously, 21 minutes of wow. Like I said,
that was so good.
I don't like Dave Meltzer, but somebody check on that poor bastard's heart rate right now. Holy crap.
That's my match of the night. Period.
Too. And they kept dick teasing the fucking single match.
Oh, no. You won't get your singles match with Takeshita and Okada. It's going to be a thing. So, did anybody else see it before we go to Nick for the live thoughts?
Ash, as my New Japan friend.
Yeah, I did not see the match yet.
Okay.
Oh, you need to.
I'm going to, believe me,
You
I
need
will.
to.
It's just like, so I would just finished watching the women's 4-way match, and then I checked at the time. I was like, well, gotta go for shenanigans. I gotta put this match. Gotta watch these two at a later time.
Yes, great match, solid match. I don't know, Nick. What do you think? Again, I was trying. I tried to watch most of it. I was shuttling around, doing things around here during that. But I enjoyed what I saw.
This was my match of the night.
Damn right.
This was my match of the night. My wrestler of the night, Mascara Dorada.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Came to show out. Everybody was into it. That's her little Mexican. It was.
That's her little dude. That's her little dude.
Oh jeez.
This was.
He was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was really good. Takeshita, I mean, you can't not say anything bad about him.
Nope.
Being there, so I've already seen. So like I've said it before. I was at Forbidden Door 23.
Yes.
When Big Kazoo had his original Rainmaker theme. I was really curious to see how it would go off live. Curiosity is such a good song. Like that entrance, Okada's entrance was so sick.
Yes, the
It
aura
was-
of the Rainmaker.
it
I
was-
love it.
He was getting cheered galore. Like it was great. Again, a callback to Simply Predicting. I will not be surprised because they did the ending exactly how I said it. Just as Takeshita hit the Raging Fire, Big Kazoo came in and stole the pin. So I can totally see Okada Takeshita main eventing Wrestle Dream. Because you saw the way that Takeshita left. He was pissed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely
Great.
yeah, I can see that happening at Wrestle Dream. But no, this was my match of the night, and like I said, Dorado was my superstar of the night. Anything from you?
It's a close second for me.
Close second. Well, up to this point, though.
Up to this
point, this was your favorite, and she even said Mascara Dorada was her favorite.
I seriously have never fucking seen a double hurricanrana off the turnbuckle ever. This
That
dude
was
did a
bad shit.
hurricanrana to both Okada and Takeshita at the same time. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was. So here's a comment.
So he was like the annoying little brother.
Yeah, he was like the annoying little brother in that whole match.
Exactly. He's like,
but
oh,
no.
you're gonna forget about me. I'm gonna remind
Exactly.
you guys exactly why I'm a king of the ropes. Freaking take over, modified, deep arm drags galore. Every time you thought Mascara Dorada was down and out, he reminded you exactly, I'm just as equal, if not better than you, Okada and the Alpha. That was fucking amazing.
So you were saying that again, going back to the whole realness of it. You were saying that a lot of these matches that you liked how Mascara Dorada did all those the high spots, the high flying stuff.
Yeah.
You were talk more about how you felt when you seeing that, because I know that you said that you were more into it. Yeah, you enjoyed it.
He was more engaging. I felt like he made me. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to.
Well, because I remember you saying that. Yeah, exactly. You were. Well, you were also high, yes, but you were more engaged with him because of those kinds of.
Yeah. Like it got my attention a little bit more. Whereas some of them, like those little filler matches, I was like playing games on my phone. Like it wasn't engaging. It didn't get my attention. But he was fun. He was
Innovative.
He was just fucking. He was flying all over the place. He was constantly leaping. It was great. It was fun. It was big. It was.
That's lucha.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very. that high flying lucha style really she really
Well, the
enjoyed
thing
it.
is, Mascara Dorada is a luchador, and Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada, disciplines in Japanese pro wrestling. They are strong style, and they just was brawling and striking. But to Nick's point, that combination at the end with the freaking drop kick kind of Rainmaker rock through Konosuke's chest up against the ropes. And to your point, he hit a Rainmaker, one in fact, Rainmaker, Mascara Dorada, and that's all she wrote. But again, I don't rank, but that match made me get out of my chair and stand up and applaud and say, that's professional wrestling, damn it. That's what a match matters to me.
That was it was really good.
I literally almost had a heart. That was like watching Lola Vice win the title. I'm gonna have that same reaction. Watch.
Ash, go watch this match. I ask you, my friend,
Yes.
and enjoy it.
That is go do your homework, sis.
Well, at least I know you're more grown up than the young boy in the chat. Anyway, Big G, highlights, any thoughts towards this triple threat? Nope. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
I thought I was hosting to take the load off you, but okay. Anyway.
About to say, I'm co-hosting. I'm helping you move on the place.
Oh, okay.
Notice the clock, bro. I'm just going forward.
I know. Well, all right. Again, the next one's Moxley and Darby. God, what an awful.
The less said about this
really
one,
a bloody
better.
mess. I'm just going to go to the live crowd first, and we'll go from there.
Akron.
That was my favorite match.
What?
Remember how I said that at the tax you wanted more violence?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Mox and Darby gave it to you.
Yeah, no
Remember,
kidding.
like I
It's
said, guys, we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. If she likes the match, let her like the match.
I'm just shocked she said that.
I am not hating on it. That is not my glass of whiskey. So good on you if you like it. Wow.
I'm a dark romance reader, so like the more trigger warnings, the better. So
That's fair.
This kind of spoke to my dark soul, I guess.
That's the power of wrestling when it connects to you in a way. So, as a first-time viewer, Mrs. Ferrantes, I applaud you. And if people don't know by now, I don't judge. I just sometimes am shocked in the way people react to certain things, especially from a first-time standpoint. The fact that you love something that involves trying to take a man's ear off their head in a bleeding, bloody match with two deathmatch specialists that have been bound in this business before AEW, and you saw a man get thrown on the top of a coffin lid, wrapped in a body bag, and placed inside a casket. That speaks volumes to me as a professional wrestling fan. Respect. That was fucking nuts.
I also really liked that they were in the crowd.
About to say, how close have you seen that?
That was fun. That it kept you following them, right? You weren't just staring at this square the whole time. You were like constantly running around, and like he came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
At the beginning of the match, we had no idea. So again, they came out right under us.
Oh shit! Okay.
So
we were like leaning over.
We were leaning over, and I can see
the camera.
I can see Mox on this side, and he's walking. We didn't see Darby. We had no idea where this kid came from, and he just out of nowhere, like
from the opposite side.
Yeah, he definitely came from the opposite side, but he like booked it.
He did.
Booked it, and
that was crazy.
Yeah, it was like we were both there. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? And then him scaling the seats to jump off the top of the entrance.
Top and drop.
Oh, it was holy shit. Now, was that real blood? Were you all right with the earrings and the?
That was gross.
Thank you. Fuck me. Oh,
There was a capsule involved because fucking Moxley dropped it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still gross.
It was gross.
Still, it's a visual.
So, how did you feel about the stabbing in the head of with the fork?
I don't think it was as bad of a. I'm not saying he didn't stab him. He did. There was blood. I get it, but I don't think it was as bad as he made it seem. He was covering where the fork was, so I think that gave it cushion, so he didn't obviously stab him in the head, like in the brain.
Safe stabbing. What a unique oxymoron.
Yes.
Remind me to do that next time in Cleveland and I see Josh Mansfield in front of me. Anyway, please continue.
No, it was So there was that. There was that. The pack spot when he. So we all. So did you guys? You guys saw the second casket?
Oh yes, we did.
Where the commentary was?
Oh yeah.
I really wanted somebody else to pop out of that casket.
So we thought everybody in the arena, because our whole area, we were all kind of talking, like we can hear people's conversations.
It was a fun.
We all thought Sting was in there. For some
okay.
We all thought,
I could have saw that.
We all thought Sting was in there because that casket wasn't touched at all till the end.
Yeah.
So we were
Darby Allin's spine.
Exactly. So we all were like, there has to be somebody in there. Has to be somebody in there.
Up with the bag.
So yeah, it was
That's when I thought he was gonna pop up and stop him from.
So yeah, she thought it was gonna be like a little switcheroo that they were gonna put him in the bag and then they were gonna go back into the bag and then
Houdini.
They were gonna Houdini some shit.
I thought he was Houdini.
The first time.
No, right.
Pac looks totally different.
Yeah, he does.
Weird.
It was weird because you couldn't tell who it was.
Oh, okay.
And like I couldn't tell who he was, and I guess it was because we were sitting so far. So I had to look up at the jumbotron, and then saw his face, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! He's back!"
Yeah. Took me by surprise. Tell you that much.
Yeah. But again, simply predicting. I predicted that this is not it. This doesn't end here. You need blood and guts. I still say you need blood and guts, but I think with what we saw with the body bag and the fire,
we'll talk about that. Yeah.
I have a different stipulation that I think might happen.
Oh Lord, don't say it. I fear Tony Khan might hear something. Don't say it.
But all in all, this was her match of the night. This was her match of the night. And
I like Miss Ferrante. She's a violent masochist. My type of fan. I like her.
I like her too.
Darby is her superstar of the night, I think.
There you go.
Again, the human cadaver, walking experiment that lives life as if it's good with his last breath. I mean, what more do you need to say after this? And where these two are going to kill each other before this is over at this point?
Is it wrong for me to suggest to her some of John Moxley's Combat Zone wrestling matches back in the day?
No, not at all.
Watch it.
Not only a great match, but the fucking aftermath. I'm telling you, this is going to lead to a freaking Inferno match.
Exactly.
Or Buried Alive or some shit. Or
Body
Bag.
I said that even. Yeah.
I think
bulldozer and dirt.
If you really want, okay, I'll give the. I think it's going to be either two. It's either going to be an Inferno match or some sort of fire match, or an exploding barbed wire death match.
Oh God! Oh God! We're going full on Japan here.
I am going to request a double shift to Disney if that shit happens. I ain't gonna be there. All right.
Learn from their mistake from the first one because the first one did not go very well.
There's a reason why Kenny Omega and Tony Khan fired that crew. They fucked that up.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is the last match I saw before I had to go bow out because fuck Tony Khan.
Yay, Tony.
But this was Noah's moment of the night, I think, because we have a new AEW Women's World Champion stat.
That's where it's at. We called it. Let's fucking go.
Finally. I'm sorry, Jeff. Continue.
I don't think there was anybody happier in the building than the champion, the former champion, Tony Storm. That was a pretty cool moment for everybody. So, did anybody else see the match? I have my guys on commentary, obviously. Big G or Ash, have you seen clips of the match? Or
I did.
Okay.
I was happy with the result. I absolutely love Chris Statlander. Did I or did I not, a couple months ago or last year, say sometime in 2025, Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander were going to be AEW Women's Champion and TBS Champion?
Yes, you did. You got one half of the equation just now.
Yep. Very good.
Oh shit, let's go.
Astrodamus over here. Anybody else before we throw to the live perspective, if you will, live and live in color, baby.
Big J, anything? No brother, big baller, just cruising. All right.
All right. So the unfortunate thing for the live crowd is they don't get the full timeless presentation because Tony's not actually in black and white when he's walking out to the ring. Like that'd be a hell of a trick, but yeah, not so much. But what do you think of the four-way?
Jeff, you triggered the second gripe tonight.
Okay.
The fact that we don't get to see in the live, you miss out on all those little like.
Yes.
Like Tony Storm, she drives me nuts. I don't know what it is about her. She bugs me. She annoys me. I don't like her face. Like she just bothers me. But we didn't get to see her little black and white thing. Like that wasn't. We miss out on all those little bits, and that's dumb.
So we didn't. The only thing we saw the same as you guys is on our jumbotron, as the match is going on.
We don't see like the camera on her. We don't get that.
We didn't get the entrances, so we kind of see the entrances live. They don't show them on the jumbotron.
No, they missed out on that opportunity.
So we didn't see her. I went back and seen the clips.
She just looked like a clown because she's got white face makeup. We don't
Dude,
get
okay. I am so glad you said that because after the match, when they were showing her reaction, she looked like she had on clown makeup.
She looked like an absolute clown.
Yeah,
like she had the white makeup.
Way too much powder.
Like she looked like a legitimate performing circus fucking clown.
She had a white circle.
Yeah,
on her face. Like it was bad.
Weird.
It was bad.
Yeah,
and I get it for like the black and white part. For the black and white aspect, it works. You need that kind of makeup.
Yes.
But live, she looks like an idiot.
Yeah, because they showed her reaction post match, and she was like shocked but happy for Chris. But she looked like something they pulled out of like Charlie Chaplin's Silent Air movie. They just forgot to leave her in black and white. Like, whoa, what the fuck we doing?
It was middle with a derby hat.
Yeah,
I love.
Yeah, no, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
I love that there's no excuse because she pinned the actual champion. There's no. I wasn't involved.
Everybody was okay. We have to keep it 100. So when the match started, the crowd was slowly getting into it.
That's fair.
They weren't hot. They weren't hot right off the bat.
They just saw
some
prior.
time.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Tekla's entrance was sick.
Yes.
Chris's new entrance was it's gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I love it.
But it was good. Tony is Tony. Jamie is Jamie. You're not gonna ever. Yeah. Match was good. It started slow and then it worked up. When I say that we were shocked, we were shooketh.
Yeah.
When this woman won the title,
people lost their minds.
People in the stadium lost their minds, but it took everybody a second to realize it because they didn't notice. They thought it must have been. It happened fast. It happened fast.
It was like It was like Lesnar Taker. Nobody realized it until they saw the 21-1.
Oh, yeah, for real. Like these guys were on commentary, and I'm like, I saw the pinfall, and I went, wait, what? And then they went.
And then Walter screamed at top of his lungs and overshadowed me to the point that, I couldn't believe it. A seatbelt pin on the champion. Chris Tyler pinned till he's starting to win.
We all took a second and looked at each other. We were like, that's it. Because
I think Chris and Tony took a second.
Our angle, I don't know how you saw it. From what I saw, I thought Tony pinned Chris.
Oh, okay.
From my vantage point, I don't think you were really interested in this match. No. But that's what I saw, and it was weird. But I saw the seatbelt pin, and we called it again on Simply Predicting.
I told these guys, if it wasn't for AEW Restricted, with Bobby Edwards and Lost having Chris Statlander as a guest. The only reason I knew that, because I usually listen to the AEW Restricted previews when I'm at work, but I was home this week. It said with Chris Statlander. Wait a minute. Key questions came up about Chris. What's different with her this year versus previous? Considering last time she challenged for the title was All Out 4 years ago. This is a year of reformation. This is about me proving it to myself that I could do it on my own, that I don't need others. This self-reflection in growth and development by Chris Statlander, exposed on Unrestricted. In a state where it feels like she doesn't do this, she doesn't know she's going to get another shot again. I had to go with Statlander to this, and I'm so fucking glad that I did.
If I knew that happened, if I heard that, I would have changed my pick too. Damn,
well, why
you
didn't
have
you
an
start
advantage.
following AEW? Maybe you know a thing or two like me, bro.
But the fact that she used the seatbelt pin, which we said it, I think it's gonna come a time where Chris now realizes that the Death Rider way is the way because she's won her first world title.
Yep.
I think that's gonna now, like I said on Friday, it's gonna trigger down to where Willow's now gonna look at her and say, I told you, Harley, you can't trust this bitch.
That's Harley.
Fuck her. And then it's just gonna trickle down. And then at the time, I'm already predicting her demise. But when Chris loses the title, at that point, Marina Shafir will not find any, or the Death Riders in general will not find any use for Chris. They will turn on Chris, and that leads to Chris and Willow being a team.
And then Yuta was at the beginning of the match talking to him, getting in her ear.
Yeah.
As Chris ignored him and told him to buzz the fuck off. Again, I do see what you mean.
The fuck you Yuta chants were in full force tonight.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they were for Don Callis. But again, greatest moment tonight to happen to me. So fucking glad for Chris Statlander.
So happy for her. She deserves it. There's another chant was going off. The "You Deserve It" chant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She got a very loud "You Deserved It" chant.
Accurate.
And she does.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, I had to bow out because the show was running long, and I had to go not only start the stream for Wrestlepalooza, but because Tony Khan kept my boys occupied, I had to call the first match. So anyway, and traumatized my ass again. However, we'll keep on the AEW coverage. Rodito retaining the tag titles over the Young Fucks, Jet Speed, and the Callis family. Anybody want to comment before we take over to Nick?
Human car wreck as expected with violence and steel, and the champs retain. And I'm pretty sure not one body was left alone when it came to going for a ladder or a table. Over the top, absolute human aerial madness. Simple as that.
I almost died. There was a point where everybody was out and just the fucking Young Fucks were in the ring and they both climbed. I literally almost shit it in my pants. I said, no, the fuck, they're not gonna do this. No. And then I think Bandino broke it up or jumped in the ladder or something. I almost lost it, dude. I fell out of this chair. He was like, "Are you all right?" I was like, "Dude, they were like this close to winning the goddamn titles."
He legit,
for real,
almost walked off in anger. He legit thought they almost won.
Wait, hold on. Time to fuck out. They didn't win the tag titles?
No.
No, I'm serious. Okay, listen. I have nothing against the Young Bucks, but they don't need the fucking titles, okay?
They didn't win it.
They didn't win. As I said, they didn't win.
I know, but I'm just saying in general.
He's happy that it didn't happen.
Right.
No,
I'm just
Bandito
happy they're not the champions because they don't freaking need the bloody titles.
Yeah, they retained it. But it was a hell of a match. It was a car crash.
Like they're fun to watch, but they don't need to win the titles. There are other ways of elevating the tag division without falling into the pattern of build up these people.
The craziest shit was
eventually lose titles to Young Bucks. Young Bucks drop title to other team. Team gets elevated.
Well, with what happened, with what happened after that match, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I only heard about this. So
I'll wait till I'll wait till all you guys finish. I'll wait till all you guys finish, and then we'll.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious as to what happened.
The best spot, everybody was in a corner doing something, and everybody hit something. But fucking Brody King went through a ladder, fucking broke it in half. What he hit, Noah? Was it the
fucking
it wasn't a
Gonzo
destroyer.
bomb on
Gonzo bomb. Yeah.
Hold on. You wait.
As the fucking ladder broke, I was like, holy shit.
That was the only ladder to break in this match, by the way. The other ones were just buckled with everyone's spine.
Well, hey, let's get to Nick, because then Jeff can find out what happened.
Yeah.
So match wise, I thought it was okay.
It was infuriating. I hated it.
Okay.
I hated it. The fact that those men suddenly forgot how to climb a ladder every time they got onto the ladder, and then they'd reach. Meanwhile, they're on the first freaking rung.
Yeah, she gets it.
It was so frustrating. It was.
When I tell you,
and then that
was. When I tell you, she was pissed during this match, dude. It's an understatement. Continue.
And the ladder that broke, it was so infuriating. It bent and then popped right back into shape.
Fuck right. Oh my god.
Yeah. I say it's not full metal if you haven't figured it out. You clearly.
It was stupid match that pissed me off.
Yeah, that shit with the reaching on the first rung infuriates me almost as much as people standing there waiting for people to do a dive on them. It's like, motherfuckers, can we suspend more of the disbelief? Like,
yeah, exactly. Can we stop being so choreographed? Walter is on point here with me when I said, why the fuck did you not seize the title? I get it. You want the moment, but it's at work more than the championship. No, it's fucking not.
Seriously, I absolutely love that Samoa Joe just walked out of the way of people diving on him. I'm fucking pops me to no end.
Nope.
Makes my fucking day.
You did that during the tailgate.
Sure shit did. Makes my day.
I always thought that, like, nope.
All right.
Anyway.
What about the touching of the title?
Oh, they just like tickled it with their fingers.
Can't forget unbuckle it.
Just a little tickle there. Like, just grab it and go. And
Like
I get it. They have to undo the belt.
Check of the doctor.
Hold on,
That's
listen.
what it was. But like, I get it. They had to like undo the belt or whatever. But like, jump, grab it, and your weight will pull it off.
That's valid.
That's valid. That is absolutely valid.
You have to grab both too.
There's too many loopholes. Because he's like, well, they have to unhook it. I was like, yeah, they'll unhook it when their like 300-pound body pulls it down.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then, like, dude, she was like irritated the entire match.
Yeah. I don't blame her a fucking bit.
Don't blame her at all.
I'd also been sitting there for like
And
5
then,
hours.
and then, the part where I was like, oh shit. The scapegoat has returned.
That Barry.
The scapegoat has returned. Dude, I'm telling you, when I saw Jack, I'm like, holy shit, honey, oh my god, there's Jack. Oh my god, he's back. So when I kind of saw it as soon as I saw it first, because I guess the camera for you guys was panned on Brodito.
Yeah.
But from us looking at it, we were seeing the Bucks get into the ring as you guys were watching the camera being panned on Brodito. So as soon as I saw the Bucks getting in the ring, I'm like, okay, something's going down. I'm like, honey, something going down. And then
You're like, look at the ring, watch the ring.
I'm like, look at the ring, watch the ring. Just watch.
That's where it happens.
Okay.
And then Jack comes, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Oh goody.
And then he starts getting beat down.
The Bucks beat him down.
Yes.
Well, no. Well, because he attacked them because, as we know from the BTE skits, they're ignoring his calls. They sent him the knife. I think they've ignored him.
So the commentary would have helped me understand.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So Scapegoat comes back, attacks the Bucks.
Okay.
The Bucks are fighting back. I don't know why fucking Rocky Romero had to get his nose involved, but anyway.
Yeah, fuck Rocky anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So he's setting up for. They're setting up for the BTE trigger.
Yes.
As this is
fun
happening,
stuff and Colleen.
there's a chant. There's a chant in the arena. All you see is Jack Perry look up and smile. As soon as I saw the smile, I'm like, look at his fucking face. Look at his fucking face. Oh my god. Oh my god. The return of Luchasaurus.
Oh shit.
I gotta say, hold on. They showed a video package and he dug something up and he hooked the tow truck up to a casket. I swear to God, when that first was happening, they showed those hooks. I thought he was bringing his truck like from out of the ground when like he buried his truck.
But we have to remember too, the video that we saw when Luchasaurus or Killswitch first came back, everybody asked the question, who is the guy or who was that person with the rubber gloves? Because he had an eerie jacket that looked like Jack Perry's.
There's your answer.
And lo and behold, the video was actually the whole, like, that was the part video, but then we got the whole video tonight that it was Jack Perry reviving back Luchasaurus. And when
As
the
he
lights
came out as Luchasaurus.
No. He came out as Killswitch.
Oh, okay.
He came out as Killswitch, but when the lights came on, and we said it the other night, Luchasaurus is looking a little green. He's looking greener.
Okay.
Right? Lights come back on. He's in the ring. Cleans house. They stand in the middle of the ring. They're looking at each other. I guess he had a belt or like a weight belt on around him.
He had a belt that said Kill Switch. Yep.
Takes it off, throws it in the crowd.
Oh shit!
He is no longer Luchasaurus because the pop of the absolute night was
no, he's no longer Kill Switch.
Was everybody doing the Jungle Boy Jack Perry wave, and you heard the Jurassic Express is back.
Yep.
I fucking love it.
As soon as he finished throwing the belt, all you heard was, oh. They brought the theme back.
Dude,
like it was
everybody was waving their hands even before that.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody knew. Everybody knew. They hugged, they embraced, it looked like it was. When I say this, I'm gonna sound so biased, so I apologize for people that are listening. I felt like the feeling of 2019 where you first had that amazing tag team division.
Yeah.
I felt like that's coming back.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. Very
you
cool.
don't know Jack because the Bucks didn't know that he was going to do that to
Right?
them.
No.
Like,
And now it begs me to ask, is it Jungle Boy Jack Perry or is it just strictly Jack Perry?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. I mean, that we heard Tarzan, boy. As far as we know, Jurassic Express, to your point, is back. Former AEW Tag Team Champions.
After Noah asked, who the hell can beat Ben Deal for the titles? Like,
I literally asked that.
And when they got together, I said, Noah, there's your answer.
So it's crazy. Like, look at this division now. You have Brodito and Brodito. You have FTR. You have, I mean, they're not
CNC.
The Bucks, because it seems like the Bucks are getting their groove back. You have the Jurassic Express now. I would not be surprised if the Golden Lovers come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Interesting. Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega.
The Golden Lovers. Who knows where the story takes us with John and Darby, because you could have John and Eddie as a tag team. Like, it seems like the tag team division is slowly but surely coming back.
Like I said,
I love
AEW,
it.
they're talking about the year of freaking reformation for Chris Statlander. 2025 is a complete overhaul, it feels like, for AEW.
Before you go on to the main event, because like I said, I wasn't around for that because fuck Tony Khan going long. Hey, to this comment.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
Anyway, moving right along. All
right.
Anyway, damn it, Josh. All right. So main event, of course, Hangman Page retaining the AEW World Title over Kyle Fletcher. No surprise there. What does surprise me, they went almost 40 fucking minutes.
Yeesh.
38-10. 38-10.
She thought it was gonna go 60. She was getting a little worried.
60-minute time limit.
The story of the match was freaking Hangman's neck and shoulder, and fucking Kyle Fletcher. There was a point where Kyle Fletcher dominated the match. Like, I was like, holy shit, dude!
It was weird,
like,
yeah.
He could not get any offense in. Like, dude, Kyle Fletcher was beating the shit out of Hangman.
Grabbing his hand for the stinger effect, the constant nerve damage to the shoulder, the slow ascent to the top turnbuckle, the overconfidence, no sign of pressure getting to the challenger for his first ever championship opportunity at all in this match for practically the first 30 plus minutes until Kyle Fletcher started running on his shoulder and neck when Heyman finally got advantage. And the only countermeasure Heyman had was the string of love in his right arm every time he took his damn head off with a lariat.
Those 3 death shots, holy fuck. One on the table through the outside, one in the middle, and then one was a fucking avalanche one, or one was the reverse of a tombstone.
It was.
Yeah, holy shit.
How did Heyman check out of that brainbuster is beyond me when he had him dead to rights after that brainbuster from the timekeeper's table. You talk about the intangible of a wrestler, Walter. You can't measure heart. Both those men had more heart than I ever thought Kyle Fletcher could have at such a young age as his first ever championship opportunity. The man's 26 years old.
That avalanche brainbuster, and then that fucking draping DDT out of the apron. I thought it was over when they went to that table. The shit these people kicked out of was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Get New Japan run for their fucking money. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just kind of like taking it all
I
in.
to just, processing and get your thoughts on absolute tenacity and battle of attrition when it came to him and just what you heard in that time you got.
Yeah, I didn't get to enjoy producing on this match because they went too damn long prior to this match, and I was too busy probably getting traumatized, but I didn't, so it worked out okay.
Good deal.
All right, live at Scotiabank Arena for the world title main event.
It was a good match. Everybody was into it. Kyle Fletcher's entrance, all the entrances were great. I really dug Kyle's.
Yeah.
It's very, to me, is aesthetically pleasing. She hates Kyle Fletcher.
As she should.
Well, he's with Don Callis, so that's actually valid.
That's another thing. A lot of fuck Don Callis chants.
That don't surprise me.
So
that's so funny to me after all these years that Don is still just one of the most hated men in wrestling. I love that. I remember when he was just starting to creep his way into the WWF television in 1997, and here we are in 2025. God damn it. Yeah. Y'all can hate on Don Callis in the audience all you want. From a fan's perspective, that's long. I fucking love me some Don Callis.
Yeah. No, there were loud fuck Don Callis chants. The hot pink aesthetic of Kyle Fletcher, to me, I really liked it.
Definitely pops out, that's for sure.
It really popped.
Yeah.
It's a lot brighter of a pink in person.
Yes. Very.
It's like highlighter pink.
Is it like brighter than Hart Foundation Bret Hart pink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like
okay, let me clarify. Like Bret Hart 1993 Survivor Series.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like it's neon pink, dude.
God damn, that's wild. Okay, because that was some bright ass pink.
Fucking
yeah, right.
Neon pink, dude.
Okay.
Okay, I have to ask the beginning of the match to you guys, Noah and Walter. What chants did you guys hear? Did you guys hear any specific chants? Specific chants.
I didn't.
During the entrances, I mean, besides fucked on cows and Heyman, of course, cowboy shit. I mean, you know, the typical stuff. And, you know, hyping up the entrance, big fight field, Justin Roberts, lights go down, the rain on the LED Titantron showing how late the show is, but how very climactic of a main event this is going to be, with how personal it is. Other than that, nothing outside the normal that I expected. And, of course, fight for everyone. These two men are trying to break each other's heads off their damn shoulders.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting chants. There was the he's our father and he's our uncle. There was we love murder chant.
We love murder. God damn.
Yeah, there was a Darby match. The Darby match, there was a we love murder chant.
Well, there you go. What a sicko.
So,
I thought it was that was murder.
No. It's we love murder.
Wow.
So there was one chant and one kind of point POV thing. So the POV thing was there was a guy sitting down from us, but he was loud.
He was hilarious.
He was legit, and I'm kid you not, was counting. Because if you noticed, every time the men were down, and this is an AEW problem, has been there for years, they make their refs look like they're fucking stupid.
What else is new? That's the business.
How many times were these men down or outside the ring, and the ref was not having a 10 count going?
Yeah,
it's a well-known secret that referees don't know how to count to 10.
Bad. Dude, to the point, like I said, the guy sitting 3-4 fucking chairs beside us was legit counting.
He was loud.
Loud. This guy was counting. It was so
no way that ref's sitting here.
There was no way that the ref could not hear us because this guy was counting loud. And every time the ref
10 counts don't exist in wrestling unless it's last man standing.
So bad. And then every time the ref would actually, I forgot who it was that was in there. And every time the ref, it was Paul Turner. There you go. And then every time he would count or do something right, the guy 10 rows down, the 5 seats down would be like, "Good job, ref. Way to do your fucking job."
The audience, the biggest critics to an official, and that applies in any sport.
So there was that. There was a chant of "We can't see this."
That's why they adjusted the lights during that match. I noticed that.
Okay.
So
that light was right in our faces.
So there must have been a production. There must have been a production issue because
Turn the lights down.
there was the turn the lights down. So in the beginning, they usually have like, you know, with every AEW main event, they do the little like the lights kind of spot. Exactly.
It was all blue. It was like a blue filter.
Exactly. But some reason it stayed like that for the first 5-10 minutes of the match.
I noticed that.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, why are the lights like this? Is it staying like this? But then after, when the lights go back to normal, the light is so bright in our face we couldn't see.
People were like this.
People were legit like this, dude.
Might as well be wearing sunglasses indoors like Jeff.
Yeah, somebody made a comment.
We had that at Mania in
35.
SoFi.
Yeah, it was just
same type of thing.
So bad. Like again, there was chance of we can't see this or
turn the lights down.
Turn the lights down, and there must have had to have been something on Twitter or something because then they turned down the lights.
Well,
that's
They
good.
dimmed it. You saw it dim.
You saw it dim.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So back to the match.
But the match, I think, was good. I think for me, I kind of was glad it was over at that point. I definitely
Walter were.
Yeah, I definitely was coming as the match. Like it started off great, and then as the kind of match went on, I was like, all right, I think I'm done.
At one point, Kyle Fletcher and Heyman were done. They couldn't even finish almost the match. It felt like they collapsed on that buckshot exchange.
38 minutes, you know, Jesus.
War of electrician.
Dude,
they kicked out of way too much shit.
Yeah, they did. When she heard it was a 60-minute time limit, she's like, "There's no way this is going 60 minutes."
Well, I said, how do you keep the audience's attention for that long? And
Exactly.
they didn't keep my attention.
No.
Like, I got to
today's audience.
This just needs to stop.
Yeah. She got to a point. She got to a point with that match where it was like, "All right, I'm done."
Well, that's why the WWE Iron Man time limit got reduced to 30 because by the time we got to that point in history, the audience's attention span was not going to do a 60-minute Iron Man match. It wasn't going to
There's
happen.
too much. There's too much ADD and autism and this and that. That the people
Right.
pay attention for 60 minutes. It's too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no.
DDD though, I can sit through a 60-minute time limit match. By the way, I'm just saying, I'm the rule, not the exception.
Well, no, you definitely are, Ash. Yeah, for sure.
60-minute time limit matches work. I think
Somebody should have come into
Only New Japan makes it work.
you have to
Thank
build
you.
to it.
Yeah.
This match didn't have a build to where it would.
No.
Like the MJF Danielson match. Yeah,
So
that
good.
went 60 minutes, and
Yes.
my attention was
Yes.
there. This it was kind
Yes.
of just.
Yes.
This wasn't an Iron Man match. This was just a
no.
straight up championship match. Kyle Fletcher's first chance in the main event on pay-per-view for the championship.
Yeah, and Kyle showed out. Kyle showed out. He did really well.
Future champion for sure.
To be honest, I think if it's advertised ahead of time that it's going to be an hour match, you can keep our attention. But if you just do it without us like knowing that it's about to be 60 minutes, you can't do it.
But
You know
again,
what I mean?
to that point, Walter, when we went the old group, the cast and I went to not the cast, I was near the queue at that point, to PWG and watched AJ and Daniels in the main event. We didn't know it was going to go 60 Broadway. They just did it. And we were into it for the whole 60, but that was 20 years ago.
And now, and to Ash's point, New Japan, every graphic tells you how long a match is going to be.
Or at least the limit on the match, right? Exactly.
Yeah, time limit.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, yeah. All in all, like once the match was over, it was a good match. You knew the outcome.
Yeah.
Kyle, right. It's
Took a
just
hell of a way to
now
get
what
there, though,
happens.
that's for sure.
What happens on Wednesday?
Right.
I tell you one thing: 2026, Kyle Fletcher will have the AEW World Title.
Yes.
Someone mark that down and put a time step on that because I don't think he's too far off.
I do want to. So now that we're done with the card, there's just a quick couple shout outs that I want to give. Josh Alexander got a nice pop.
Yes, he should. Yes.
In the FTR Colt match, like I said, FTR got great heat. The part of the Darby match that we missed and that we didn't talk about that is very significant. Moxley got bagged.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And Bryan Danielson was the one that brought it out.
Yeah. No, yeah. Again, when that happened to Brian, what was that 2 years ago now?
It was last year, Jeff.
Last year. God, it feels like 2.
Yeah.
I was very uncomfortable with that. I mean, Brian's my friend, so of course I'm going to be uncomfortable with that. But, the way to keep him not involved, as his promise to Darby, is poetic. You just
it was very
what you give.
The paper bag.
1 year ago, it all out. Karma.
The plastic bag thing.
Plastic bag thing is still it wasn't okay in '89 when Funk did it to Flair. It's not okay now. It's just not.
It's not.
So there was that. The fuck Don Callis chants.
We didn't even talk about Darby Allin lighting Moxley on fucking fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. He literally did that in a backstage segment while he tried to put John Moxley in a body bag.
You were gone, Jeff. So,
you were gone during that.
I'll tell you what happened. So they were backstage. John Moxley sends the Death Riders away. They all leave in the truck. He says, "I got it from here." So he goes to go open the casket after he was in the body bag. Dude found his way out of the body bag. I don't know, and then hit him with the fucking pipe. Beats the shit out of John Moxley. Puts him half like in the bag, face down, puts lighter fluid over it, and just literally lights Moxley on fire.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It was only like 4 seconds. Somebody immediately came with the fire.
Fuck!
The fire.
The fire extinguisher.
Extinguisher, yeah.
But
he was in a plastic body bag, and they lit him on fire.
Yep.
It was a flame retardant bag. He was fine.
But we're, hold on, you're missing a key detail to that though, Walter. After he lit him on fire, he had the aerosol spray and he was spraying the fire.
Even more.
He needs help.
Yeah.
He needs
Jesus.
Jesus.
He's Jesus.
That's why he had to be face down, because to make sure that it's only on the
Motherfucker has a
retardant
wife
part.
and a child, and Darby's, I think, got what the fuck, man? Good.
Yeah.
So Sam, if John Moxley's gonna burn AEW, don't be surprised when I'll pull you into the fire.
That's why I said
warned him about that 1 year ago.
That's why I said the next match is probably an Inferno or some kind of fire match,
Oh,
Jeff.
dear
That's
God.
why.
Yeah.
Nope.
We also saw, this to me is a little bit stupid. The conglomeration backstage segment.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Stupid.
I listen.
Whatever.
Yeah, but the worst part about it was, okay, so we got that. We all popped. Everybody popped. Everybody knew as soon as they did the kind of like the
right.
And when he said whatever, and then he kind of everybody did this. But then why do you show the graphic? What blows my mind is then they show the graphic, and it's still the graphic is DCF versus hologram, Kyle, and a silhouette of somebody.
Because not everybody knows who Fresh Screen George Cassidy is. I don't think even your wife knows who that is.
However, we got to be careful. That might be when we get revealed to who this doppelganger for hologram is.
That's also true.
We didn't. But still, like, why would you tease us with that and then still put I don't know. To me, I thought that was silly.
Yeah, that's fair.
So force you to watch Dynamite, I guess.
Yeah.
Encourage you, I guess. I don't
or
know.
Collision. Is it Dynamite or Collision they do?
Dynamite.
Dynamite's first, always Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
I watch live.
So all in all, I mean, your final thoughts, your experience, how did you?
It was fun. I'm still not a wrestling fan, but it was fun.
That's fair.
Show out of 10.
7, which is more than I thought it would be. I was not excited.
No, she was not.
At least they exceeded your expectations. That's what's most important.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And then I mean, I definitely enjoyed this more than I did Forbidden Door. Again, comparing this to Forbidden Door 23 is different because it's 2 different shows. But this being my second AEW, not my last. Sorry.
Okay. As long as I get the next show.
You get the next show, whatever you want to do. A solid 8.5 out of 10.
All right. Well, that's fair. Well, thank you, Nick and Mrs. Ferrantes, for your live perspective on the show. I think you two look comfortable enough to go GTS. So I think until next time, you're more than welcome to relieve us and finally get some rest. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
I might put you guys in my ear, but I might be in and out.
Thank God Wrestlepalooza was only like 5 matches. We could zoom through this.
Yeah, because fuck television, and also WWE. It was all right. Anyway, before we move on to that, Ash, did you get any perspective? Because I'm guessing that's one of the matches that she didn't necessarily see yet, Jeff.
Yeah, I did not see Hangman and Fletcher. Although, to be real with y'all, I don't really care for it because I'm not too high on Hangman and Adam Page.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
this title reign is a lot better than the first one.
I will definitely agree about that. It's for a new title run for the Hangman, and I'm curious who he challenges next and who challenges him, because this run feels like not only the champion's being challenged, the challenger is being pushed better. Fuck her. And also fuck that brand. And that being said,
let's not forget, Noah, you said it earlier. MJF still has a title contract.
And I'm telling you, that is the story of AEW, period. We are not going to rest until we see that belt around the waist of MJF. Again.
So here's I feel. Like, I'm glad Fletcher got his moment. This was his make or break moment. Like I mentioned to Nick in the other podcast we were part of, I think, was it on Friday? I looked at the time, I'm like, yeah, hell no. Okay. Okay. I don't sit through. Okay, here's the thing. So I like watching Will Ospreay. I am not going to sit through a 40-minute Will Ospreay match. His match with MJF was the exception because it didn't feel that long. So if I'm not going to sit through a 40-minute Ospreay match, what makes you think I'm going to sit through a damn near 40-minute Hangman Fletcher match?
There you go.
It's valid.
Well, Jeff, in conclusion, they went all out. I fucking love the pay-per-view. I think I scored the same as Nick. I don't rate, but fuck it. I'll humor y'all. 8.5 out of 10. Couldn't be happy for Chris Statlander. An incredible chance taking on Kyle Fletcher to prove he could be a main event star in AEW. Great returns tonight with Donald Jurassic Express. More Beth Phoenix, please and thank you. If Beth Phoenix versus Megan Vane is booked, Walter, we're calling that shit live. And that being said, I loved it. I can't wait to see what's next. Honestly, I got no gripes, no complaints, and Darby Allin is a fucking madman. These two are going to literally kill each other before this Death Rider thing dies, I fear. Phenomenal pay-per-view. But, Jeff, closing remarks for you segue into a break and maybe move us forward.
I was going to say, I know AEW ran too long today.
Ow.
We just talked about it for 2 fucking hours. Just saying.
Well, to be fair, live perspective also adds to the
I know. I'm just saying. 2 hours on AEW. Somewhere, Virtue's spidey sense is tingling right now.
Virtue doesn't give a damn. You know that.
He's just not giving a fuck. All right. So we are going to take a break. We're going to run a couple commercials. That way y'all can go stretch your legs, grab a drinky drink or snacky snack. But
it's Saturday night, my dudes.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And as always, here at the Super Reliable Studios, where we do go all out, we truly encompass, embrace, celebrate, engage, criticize, and analyze to all the wrestling and combat sports and other forms of sports, and of course, the Jeff Meacham Network relaunch in 2026 as well, the same day as Wrestle Kingdom 20. Get ready for that, Ash. And welcome back here to the Saturday Shenanigans, your weekly moderated conversation of wrestling madness, hosted by Jeff motherfucking Meacham, as we head into topic 2 of the other show we covered here on Saturday, not on pay-per-view, but PLE for the first time on the ESPN app. So let's go to the world of WWE.
Very cool night out in Indianapolis. First time ever WWE is on ESPN, which for a fan of 35 years, that was pretty fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. Open with a great little opener for the history of ESPN, history of WWE, ESPN covering wrestling, and it was just a great, opening segment. And as I said, because Tony Khan decided to be a fuck and ran long, I had to call the first 2 matches. And one of the first 2 matches, the first match, as a matter of fact, was my trauma trigger. So thank you for that, Tony. Appreciate you. You clearly had a dick.
Tony Khan's a crazy man.
Oh, so mad at him. But luckily, by the grace of God, or wrestling God JBL or whoever, it ended up being okay, because John Cena versus Brock Lesnar was nowhere near as traumatic as the match 11 years ago. Thankfully, it was far shorter, and he didn't take near as much damage during the course of the match. So, whatever. Brock Lesnar defeats John Cena once again after 2 German suplexes, and I think there were 4 F5s during the match. It ended up being 7 total, which is fucking crazy to me. That John Cena, his age and, whatever, is taking 7 F5s. Dan Angler, our buddy Rudy Charles from the TNA days, took two at least 1 F5, maybe 2. I forget. But yeah, it was what it was. I mean, I'm not quiet about how I feel about Brock Lesnar, but some fans seem to like his presence. So, since you guys did not get to watch that match yet, Ash, have you seen Lesnar versus Cena?
I was half paying attention to it.
Okay.
Because this was one of those matches where I did not care about.
Right. No, that's I appreciate it. So yeah, the bottom line, I don't think we've seen the last of it. I wish it was, but I think we're gonna get at least one more match that has Lesnar and Cena in it, whether it's War Games that they're on opposite sides, especially with Heyman's involvement in the match. Heyman did give Brock Lesnar an introduction, as only Paul Heyman can introduce Brock Lesnar. So it'll be interesting to see if he continues to advocate for Lesnar, or if it was a one shot, or if there's going to be more of a business arrangement going down the line.
He did say on SmackDown, backstage with Paul Heyman, the only thing I did see on YouTube in my home feed, amazing what comes up on a home feed when you're not subscribed to WWE.
Right.
We should talk soon.
And they apparently did, because as I said, Heyman gave Brock his intro tonight. So,
interesting.
Yeah, I was fully prepared to not have to watch that match, let alone call it. So I am proud of myself for pushing through the potential trauma.
I should change this. Good on you.
And then we moved on to a tag match. Paul Heyman again out there at ringside. LA Knight ended up being the special referee after a altercation between the two teams earlier in the day during the countdown to Wrestlepalooza, and the Vision ended up with the win over the Usos. I love this match. I got to call it. I loved the match itself. It was a great tag team match back and forth. I got praise for my commentary because trying to keep up with those 4 guys and LA Knight and all the other shows going on, I was impressed at how well I kept up. Ash, did you see the Vision tag match with the Usos?
I was tuning in and out. There was like some parts where I'm like, oh wow, that's okay. What? Huh? Okay. Because I was trying to watch, because I was the crazy person who was trying to watch All In and Wrestlepalooza at the same time.
Okay.
So, That did not work out very well, as you can tell.
I came in mid match to call it with you. It was
Yeah, you did. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
So the parts I watched, the match, it looked fun. It was chaotic, and there's like this one. I think it was like at the tail end. I'm just like, I can't remember which Uso it was, and Braun Breaker are bleeding. I'm like, when did that happen? When did I miss this?
I missed it. That was
those damn spares.
Is that what it was? Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I was trying to rewind to figure out when did this happen, because there's like quite a bit of stuff that happened, so I might have to go rewatch that match to be like, oh, that's how that happened. That's how that happened. Okay.
I love how LA Knight was the referee, so the chair shots, he was like, I don't give a shit. I'm not disqualifying anybody.
Yeah, because at one point, Bronson went to go grab the chair, and LA Knight kind of gave him the stink eye, and he put it down. And then when Jimmy Uso did the same thing, he's like, whatever. So like it ended up being a no disqualification match.
Referee.
Weird.
I was the guy's referee.
And to answer my brother, I fucking canceled it already. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer a little more objectively because I had the bundle thanks to the company. Other than Jimmy Kimmel this week, thank you Disney. Anyway, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. We're not a political show. But it's fucking wrong. But it's fucking wrong what they did to Jimmy Kimmel. Anyway, I enjoyed the presentation. I enjoyed the very ESPN feel of the countdown show and the intro. It was awesome. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So I'm glad. Hopefully the money part will settle itself out and we can get people.
And honestly, you made such a big fucking deal out of it. You should have did only packages and no commercials. That's how you should have did it, just for the first one. And just you could have gave a warning. This isn't how it's gonna be, but it's such a spectacle that we did it this way.
Right. That makes sense. So I not one match besides Brock and John went under 15 minutes, and I love that on a 5-match pay-per-view. You still have long
buy one get one free,
and the longest single match was actually the women's championship match. So good on Stephanie and Io going just over 20 minutes. And Stephanie Vaquer is a world champion on the WWE main roster. She is your new women's world champion. These two ladies, if they weren't on such a spectacle of the show, they would have stolen the damn thing right out from underneath everybody else.
Yep.
But even having not done that, they still kicked major ass.
Best man, no interference.
Nope, not a bit of interference. There was nothing involved. It was just 20 minutes of women's professional wrestling.
Damn it!
Thank you, sir. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I'm so glad that you guys came back to call it because I'd have not done the girls justice. I really would.
I got to annoy Noah with the devil's kiss call.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Fucking idiots. Anyway, to Walter's point, though, WWE does not connect to me 90% of the time when it comes to my love and aspect of professional wrestling. And that is the in-ring work ethic on those worthy of calling themselves a champion. This match based on vacated championships with people talking about glorified Temu Super Bowl rings from the land down under, or mommy receiving her crown, or overwhelming a story with Kabuki Warriors. Fuck all that shit. I need to see the better woman here. The fact that these tried a singles match beforehand that didn't end with a friggin' decision needed to prove to me who deserved to be the fucking champion. And for what in this fucking corporate shell's life? They actually did it right. Yes, this was a legitimately awesome match, and for the first time I could say WWE actually made me care. Great in-ring contest of counter offense, focused attack on Io's legs was the difference maker by Stephanie Vaquer when it came to those dragon screw leg whips. Io Sky, as always, tenacious and incredible as an in-ring competitor as possible. I couldn't be happier for Stephanie Vaquer to achieve this in front of her father, who was watching her for the first time live. And Stephanie, in my opinion, it felt right. Now it's a matter of how you push her as the face of the women's division. Was ultimately meant to be, or was it due to a circumstance that happened because someone didn't proceed without caution? And bottom line, Stephanie was right to win here, and she earned it. fair and square. There is no question about it. In the one match I truly cared about tonight, I wanted to see tonight and call tonight, and I got what I just wanted from it.
To my knowledge, Io is the first woman to kick out of the SVP. Because
That
she
is
literally
correct.
did it. She had to use a corkscrew moonsault to win the match.
The
My God, was that a hell of a moonsault. My goodness.
She gets that picture perfectly. I love the fact that she has that in her repertoire. Considering the person that she beat using over-the-top moonsault. Those knees, exposed knees, driven into the canvas, was Io's undoing.
Yep. I have zero issue with that match. Not a damn
And
bit.
then the after match, laying the belt in the middle and bowing to one another, showing
The
respect to
ultimate
each other.
show of respect, as old as Japanese tradition.
You know, Monday night, Asuka is gonna have Io catch some shit. It's gonna be a thing.
It's going to be a tag match, players. I'm calling it now. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Kabuki Warriors on Monday Night Raw.
There you go. The tag team match, player. Oh wait, sorry, wrong GM. It'll be official. It'll be official.
My boy's not there anymore, but man, he made tag team wrestling matter. Anyway,
It's official.
Speaking of tag team wrestling, Ash, did you have a chance to see the Stephanie Bakura match?
I have not, but oh my God, I love this match. This was everything I love in a wrestling match, rolled up into one big giant bow.
This is why Ash is my not only Canadian friend, but actual Bloody Tigers wrestling friend. Again, you got to figure out when you want to do that podcast preview because Destruction is 1 week away from the day. You keep me posted on that.
Now, we do know that apparently they confirmed Crown Jewel is going to be champion versus champion. I haven't seen that, so I don't know. But if that's the case, between now and Perth, Rhea may or may not get her title back. But I don't want that for Stephanie. But we'll see.
Yeah,
So at this point, it'll be Stephanie versus Tiffany. At this point,
I mean, it's the best.
Stephanie versus Tiffany, and we're gonna run back Seth and Cody. Fucking yes, please.
Okay, first off, those are both great, but secondly, I do agree because at the end of the day, this underwhelms one of your champions and championships. Look what it did to Gunther when he lost to Cody last year for Pete's sake. You don't need somebody to have a glorified Super Bowl ring that's going to be pawned off probably before a W Hall of Fame ring will be. And I remember seeing that on the show fucking live for Pete's sake.
I'm so glad that wasn't Paul's actual ring. That was so stupid. Oh,
yeah, that's so beyond stupid. But this is also stupid. But what wasn't stupid was this match and the match to follow.
Yeah, the tag match, man. I went in, I'll admit, with higher expectations than I probably should have with Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky. But man, they fucking delivered. And I want to go around the room on this one because I think everybody was either back home or done with work by the time this match came along. So, Nick, if you are actually in there, I will start with you. Were you back home in time to catch the Punk AJ versus Seth and Becky match?
3, 2,
just making sure.
All right, moving on. Jeopardy klaxon.
Right. Ash, were you able to see this match?
I did. I watched this. This was one of the few matches I watched.
Okay, let me hear it.
I loved it. Oh my God. I love goofy shit in wrestling. This was amazing. This was beautiful. This was fun. I had such a blast watching this. This was the most fun I had watching wrestling since I called the Triple A show with Noah. It was bananas. I love it. Becky and Seth's heel work was just, oh my God, they do such a good job of playing such cartoony AF villains. I love them. I love them. Oh, it was so funny, cute, adorable, all things goofy and fun about pro wrestling wrapped into one. And this is, on a fun standpoint, this is my match of the night, but like on a technical standpoint, it was Io versus Stephanie. And I loved how the two matches I was looking forward to were back to back, and it was just, oh my God, I can't praise this match enough.
No, I agree. And boys, you got to call the match, which was just fun. It was fun, and man, like I told you guys on commentary, like I told the people you're going to see in my plug, the people you saw in my trailer video, I want to know what's at the female locker room's water cooler because god damn, everybody's looking better than ever right now. and they're looking fit and ready, and they're still looking fine with a capital Y in there. My God, just amazing how everybody came off, and I'm so glad that we were wrong when I was predicting on both fronts with you and with Aaron, because I thought the Punks were going to lose to set up furthering toward War Games. But man, what happened with John and Brock, I think they're going to be inserted into War Games instead of the Girdles. So I'm glad we were wrong. I'm glad I was wrong about this match.
I'm so glad that I was right. It ended the exact way I wanted, but I loved how they built towards it. Definitely kept us waiting. We all knew that Stephanie Beckett didn't want nothing to do with AJ Lee when it came to being part of interfering in their vision. The little nods with the freaking vision using the pedigrees while AJ Lee and AJ's husband, quote unquote, the gear, that was funny as well, freaking using the GTSs in stereo, the Shining Wizards. To Ash's point, it was counterintuitive. We went from bloody techners to absolute entertainment. And it was entertaining. And it was great to see how well AJ seamlessly gelled back in the WWE ring, taking bumps and giving them and showcasing her crazy character and why we love her in the first place and why she's back. Couldn't think of a better way that this could have ended, and I did enjoy this. It was the only other thing that mattered to me on the WWE PLE with the dumbest name that I've heard in a long time since Great Balls of Fire. But nonetheless, this was great in what happened. And I'm so glad that the finish happened the way that it did.
Punk skipping around was hilarious. The celebration after was hilarious. But that spot where Becky threw AJ into the other table was freaking
Yeah. That was one of those, like, dude, if we're going to give her the litmus test, fuck, here it is. Holy shit.
Come on, throwing her right into her husband, crashing down on Punk and Seth in a heap in that announce table. That was ridiculous.
He rolled over and immediately checked on her, too.
That just shows me that AJ's physical and mental state are exactly where they need to be.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Remember, Triple H said when she shook her hand, they signed the dotted line. Thank you for trusting us. Trust restored for AJ Lee in WWE. That says a lot about the current running operators of creative, at least.
I also want to make another comment.
Please.
Becky did a good sharpshooter. There are only two types of people in this world that do really good sharpshooters, and they're Canadians and Europeans.
That's
valid
true.
as fuck.
And considering that the British Bulldog freaking took the Intercontinental Championship from, I remember when that mattered, damn it, from freaking Bret the Hitman Hart in SummerSlam 1992 across the pond in the UK, doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Again, the match that made me a fan.
I love hearing you say that. I was watching the Raw before WrestleMania 14 in 98. Okay. So Austin thinks he has the night off. Sergeant Slaughter, commissioner, comes out and says Austin's going to face Rocky Maivia for the Intercontinental Heavyweight title. I'm like, Sergeant's 98, dude, relax. We're going to the heavyweight title like 10 years, bud. But okay, sure thing.
Why not? But yeah, I love this.
Good old Sergeant.
Oh, gosh. I love Sergeant, and
then
I
after
love
that,
this match.
Was it the gong after that?
Yes, because before we get to the main event, we're all sitting around waiting for, and the lights go down. But Walter's like, I heard a gong. And Noah like, no, we didn't. And here he comes, American Badass, rolls out to ringside and pulls right up to, at ringside sitting near Nick Khan, Stephanie McMahon. And we're like, okay.
Announce the attendance, go in the ring. You want to be part of this thing.
Whatever. But Undertaker instead gets a mic and hops over the rail. Not hops because he's not the Undertaker anymore. Mark Calloway stepped gently over the rail.
Right.
I thought they were going to do an impromptu fucking podcast interview.
Right. And I love that he talked about, I've never done this before. And it's like, dude, do you not remember Ric Flair's last match? That's okay. That's okay. Neither does Rick. Anyway.
That's fair. That's valid as well.
We only remember because we called it. Damn good shit.
Yeah.
Anyway. And Undertaker goes from, unfortunately for Stephanie McCurr, gives us the heartwarming moment of the fucking night because Undertaker announces that Stephanie McMahon is going to be the lead inductee into the 2026 Hall of Fame. And it was so sweet. Stephanie legit did not know. It was adorable. She had the fuck face. Like, what are you doing? It was so just wholesome and cute as hell. And then the one we're talking about in the chat room, the private chat, Triple H covering up when she came through the curtain because she's about to beat his ass for it. That's his revenge for her not telling him that Undertaker and Michaels were going to surprise him this year. That's fucking karma and payback. And I love
1 year ago to the day. As
so-
somebody who, I don't show emotions for things like that, but there even is a warm demeanor underneath this hardened exterior to a lot of fucking nonsense in this world where I stay introverted and not exposed to all of it like you. Yeah. This genuinely warmed my heart because Stephanie McMahon shows humility in the respect of what Paul Levesque has meant to WWE. Yes. And also at the end of the day, she's not pressured to act like anything she doesn't want to be. Nope. And her and Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, go back to when freaking Stephanie was a child. Yeah, so genuinely, this was one of the most humbling things I've seen in a long time in WWE that actually made me smile.
Yeah, Stephanie was still a teenager when Undertaker debuted with WWE because I remember when Bischoff made that ridiculous challenge to Vince in 1998, Vince was away at Stephanie's college graduation at that point. So figure go back 8 years, she was still a teenager. I thought that was so sweet. I had said, and I said this on the air during the announcement, I had said that I was going to see who books what at WrestleMania weekend next year and gauge whether I was going to go to anything up there. But I also said I would not attend anything WWE because of the pricing, except the Hall of Fame if they induct Cyndi Lauper. I have amended that. If the money happens and I'm able to go, I am going to find a way to attend the Hall of Fame induction ceremony because people will forever hate on the last name McMahon, especially the old man. But I think if anybody in that family deserves recognition on that night, it's the woman who turned the creative process in writing full around. It's the woman who had to step up when the shit with Vince started going down. It's the woman who resigned and then came back because of what was going on. And then once it all went sideways again, she made the brave decision to go, you know what? I'm good. I'm walking away. And had to endure so much with her husband over the years, especially the recent heart scare. And she's not officially a talent with the company anymore. And she still does her amazing podcast and her wonderful show on ESPN. And I think that if anybody in the family deserves it first, it is Stephanie McMahon. So congratulations to Stephanie. I don't know if anybody out there is still watching the Jeff Meacham content or whatever, but if they are, well fucking earned. I will find my best suit and I will go up there and watch the induction because she's earned it, damn it. And I'm sorry I muted you, Walter. It was just a breathing. I just want to make sure I wanted to get that out. I don't know about Jericho inducting her. Like, I would love that because it would be funny.
Happy birthday to Steph. You're a fool with big breasts.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, no. That's The Rock.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and bring in people that were sitting in the green room as I was giving my little spiel, including, wait a minute, I gotta do the thing. Hang on.
I don't think you had. There it is.
There it is.
Oh.
Teleporting in from the command center, Almighty Dattila.
Hey.
What is up, Dattila? Good to see you. You came in at a good time. We're talking about the first inductee next year in the WWE Hall of Fame, one of the all-time leading females in the company. So I'll actually throw to you since you're popping in. What are your thoughts on announcing Stephanie McMahon going to the Hall of Fame?
She's going in before China? Wow.
Well, I mean, China's in there as part of DX, but I understand. Trust me and believe me, Joni's Circle is going to have a lot to say on social media. I have no doubt of it.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't want to bring it up. But hey, I'm glad the female did.
That's okay. I will just sidestep the shit out of it. It's okay. But what are your thoughts, Attila?
Well, Stephanie was a major player during the Attitude Era and during the Ruthless Aggression, so she does deserve it. She does. I think that she did a lot. Not only as an on-screen character, but as a, as an authority figure too. So I definitely do think she does deserve it. I'm not saying that she doesn't. I'm just again I still think China deserves a solo induction, but
That's a whole messy triangle.
Yeah,
I know.
This is gonna be one of those. I'm going to take the Noah approach and just not scroll on social media tomorrow because it's gonna be fugly. I have a feeling.
Wise man.
It just
lives better.
It is what it is. I'll tell you that right now. So, Nick, if you are actually there, I can't.
Yeah, I'm here.
What are your thoughts? Because I know you were already back home by then and probably got to see the moment. First of all, the moment itself was just cute as hell. But overall thoughts on Stephanie becoming the first inductee for next year?
I mean, it's good on her. See, I don't want to come off as sounding mean, but is this induction for her, or is this an induction? Is this an induction for her because she earned it, or because Vince, the McMahon name in relation to Vince, will not be there?
I'm sure that will be one of the many topics that goes around the social discussions in the next few days.
Right? Because first of all, with this Janelle Grant stuff going on, I don't think we ever see Vince's name in the Hall of Fame. So is this like hey, your dad, we can't induct your dad, so we're going to induct you by proxy?
I mean,
that way a McMahon name is in the Hall of Fame without actually being Vince's name. And
Vince Senior's in, to be fair.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes, he is. Shane accepted for him in 1996, posthumously, obviously. It's one of those. I think Stephanie's body of work as a character alone, I think would reflect. I mean, I love Coco Beware, but I always thought of what the fuck did Coco Beware ever do, right? Who do you ever beat? Duggan at least won the Royal Rumble, so there's something for him. But I personally think that much like Paul Heyman, as much as Michael Hayes was inducted as a fabulous Freebird, I think Michael Hayes' backstage contributions are far more worthy for a WWE Hall of Fame induction. I think like I said when I was given the gushy spiel, she as a creative writing head turned shit around, almost immediately after the invasion tanked the way it did. Within a year, things were rolling back again aggressively. Ruthlessly aggressive, as a matter of fact. And I personally feel that she's earned it, but I'd be lying if I said that my thought process didn't go to part of it being they can't induct Vince ever. So
yeah,
and the fact that Shane is still, Shane's not looked down upon near as much as the old man, but it's still Shane McMahon. There's still been controversy with him as well. My whole thing, and I know I'm kind of we're focused on this rather than going to the main event. We will get to the main event, folks. I swear to God. Where's my time at with you? No.
If this is the only thing left, fuck it. I'll stick around and then we'll all bid adieu together because I think we've gone long enough of how much we went into AEW after the live experience. So we are on the main event right now. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Go for it, bro.
Okay. So what I was gonna say, I'm just definitely curious on who we're going to see attend. Because when Triple H got inducted, there was no Vince, there was no Shane. Stephanie was there, and Linda was there. So I would imagine Linda would be there again.
I mean, she's Stephanie's mother.
Well, no, and I, like I said, Linda McMahon as Triple H's mother-in-law, Stephanie's mother, yes. But unfortunately, there are many people that will look at that as the politician Linda McMahon is there, and they will shit on it, and it sucks. That's the and that's not going to be helped. That just kind of is what it is. It goes along with the territory. When you get into that line of work, when you get in that field, and you make the decisions, or have been allowed to have decisions made for you, like Mrs. McMahon has, it comes with a certain degree of scrutiny and controversy.
But then with that scrutiny and controversy, sorry, I just want to end the point on here. If in fact, because I mean, there was, and I could be wrong in saying this, but she was named, wasn't Stephanie named in something with it tied to Ashley Massaro? So now, if that is correct, if she is implicated somehow, some way in the Janelle grant, and they find that whole situation in favor of Janelle, doesn't this make them look even worse?
So, I'm gonna first of all, I'm sorry if I got tripped up. Ashley Mazzaro was a personal friend, so I apologize if I got a little cocked in there. Yes, Stephanie's name was thrown out after the fact in regards to Ashley. To my knowledge, she has not been brought up in the civil suit that's going on right now. And you know, the other side of that coin is Brock Lesnar was named a fucking million times, and he was in the opening match tonight. So it seems to me that they really don't give a whole lot of a shit. And not saying that's right, but they don't seem to care about it as long as the person involved is going to draw them more money. Now, again, I also come off hypocritical on stuff like that because I don't have a major issue with Brock Lesnar being involved tonight. I know one of our four do, and James is on the GCW call, so I'm grateful he's not here to have to endure this shit because I know he's not happy. But by the same time, I'm fully okay with having Joey Ryan ranked over the Coles because of my personal beef with Joey Ryan. So it's a more than double-edged sword. It's an octagon-edged sword. But I'm personally okay with Stephanie McMahon being inducted, and I know that's going to come off, you know, to a lot of people different ways. I would like to move ahead if I can. Does anybody have any other things they want to say about Stephanie and her induction and the announcement and the moment, and then we can get to the main event and get the plugs and get Noah Foster to bed?
No.
Ash, what
by elegance?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Stella.
No, you said Ash by elegance. You said take color Ash here. What was going to say by elegance?
No. Okay, I personally don't have a problem with Ash by Elegance.
Me neither. I like Ash by Elegance.
She treated us like gold at the meet and greet at Rebellion.
Yeah.
However, our simple man has a major problem, especially when we love this Ash so much. So,
I guess that makes me Heather.
There you go.
I'm too short to be Maggie. Oh, I mean, so.
You're also reckless sometimes in your verbal conversation as my glasses are off. And if you say Ash by Elegance one more time, you're going to freaking trigger me with all due respect.
Please don't trigger Noah. We're trying to get through this in the main event and then get him to go Mimi.
Me too. We only got this match to go through. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So, Ash, your thoughts on the moment with Undertaker and Stephanie, and then just general thoughts on Stephanie being inducted.
It was adorable. I'm fine with Stephanie being inducted. I'm just because she's did a lot of not just off like stuff for WWE, not just on screen but off screen as well. I'm just wondering will Stephanie be the only woman inducted in next year's Hall of Fame? Are we going to have like a all women in Hall of Fame induction class, or a mostly women Hall of Fame class for next year?
That'd be an interesting idea, considering we've kind of seen a standard format for the Hall of Fame lately. Headliner, a man, postmortem, tag team, legacy, and that's it.
A match
like
now.
5 to 6.
And now it's a match.
Yeah,
right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm back.
If they reinstate the celebrity wing, I still want Cyndi Lauper because God damn it, she deserves it. Holy crap!
I mean, she got into the hall. She's finally in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's about time she gets into the WWE one too, right?
And my whole thought was it should have been this year because of the anniversary of WrestleMania, but she was still on tour. So fly back for Japan and then back would have been a pain in the ass.
You're right.
So,
I forget Victoria's another one, but that's a whole different conversation. We're going to try and fantasize the WWE Hall of Fame later, who should be undisputedly involved in that class. Speaking of which, the main event for the undisputed WWE Championship.
no, well, I just wanted to make sure Walter didn't have any thoughts on Stephanie before we moved on.
Oh, you guys think that that's on the other matches?
We did. We're kind of the end.
You said you were going to be late. I had to do what I had to do, girl.
It was a cute moment for Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Very rarely do I actually say cute is actually that and not bleh. But
the fact that she had no fucking idea made it 10 times better.
That was so good. My friend Sandy put on social media, she's only ever cried twice with wrestling as a longtime wrestling fan. When Eddie Guerrero passed away, and tonight's announcement was Stephanie.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
that was adorable as hell.
Speaking of Eddie, it's going to be 20 years this November.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay, well, while my spine curves and my hair grays even more, thank you for that, Tatilla.
We're gonna have to do you and I are gonna have to do like maybe a best of Eddie or watch along or something or rewatch when he won the title or something.
I'm down.
We used to every year at the old Casa. We used to do Thanks for the Memories and run Eddie Guerrero matches and promos on like a loop all day. Anyway, the WWE Championship was on the line, and we all were figuring, okay, well, if it's being moved to this main event spot, we're going to have a new champion. And Noah had the call absolutely perfectly. Once again, Drew McIntyre's past and his anger were his undoing. He went for another Claymore kick through the bottom of the announce table, ended up putting his own ankle through it as Cody dodged out of the way, threw him back in the ring. And Drew McIntyre once again hit the crossroads of his career. Still not the WWE champion. Still has not regained that championship since pandemic. Cody Rhodes walks out of the debut on ESPN as your undisputed WWE champion. And based on the chat and what we're hearing about Crown Jewel, it will now be Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, both of them as champions. Take my goddamn Australian money.
First match run back that brought Cody back into WWE at WrestleMania 38. Now the two meet freaking 2 years almost later for a freaking Temu Super Bowl ring.
Thankfully, now we won't have to worry about Cody having, 4 different color shades on his torso when he faces Seth Rollins.
That's also valid, to be fucking fair.
I have looked forward to them getting back together in the ring since Cody went away after Hell in a Cell. I'm here for that shit. So that's my thoughts on it. Bummed for Drew. I'm pretty sure we all have Drew McIntyre in this room. So I'm going to throw it around. I'm going to go to my commentary team first. Noah, your final thoughts on the WWE Championship match that closed the show tonight.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, Drew McIntyre is his own worst enemy. You can be as strong as you want. You can be a champion of social media, not called a troll slayer. If you self-proclaim that title, it means something of value. Bottom line, Drew McIntyre, but he's got no one to blame but himself. He literally took a own shot of karma right to his foot and probably shattered his ankle. One crossroads, not a hat trick, by the way, Walter. And that's it. Not only did Drew McIntyre let his emotions get involved here and try to destroy Cody Rhodes when he asked for this, it felt like everything that Drew did was to set himself up for this moment. And he fucked it.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is still undisputed WWE champion. Drew has no one to blame but himself. I don't know what the man does right now. There's no freaking excuses after this.
He reset Bill's character and reset. That's all. He put it on Twitter, a big circle of it. He went. Okay. Yeah, he went for that Claymore, missed. It was his undoing, and he kept questioning himself. He should have not done it. Had he not done it, he could have had a chance, but he couldn't even do the Claymore. The man ran on his ankle and collapsed.
Yeah, that was the thing. When he could not execute that Claymore after that interception, Glasgow kiss off the attempted Cody Cutter, that was it. I knew he wasn't winning. There was no way he could win without hitting the Claymore again. And think about this, Walter. Prior to that, he had Cody down for an 8 fucking count off a Claymore. But pushing the referee out of the way from being collided and exposed turnbuckle, Drew screwed himself twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to Manuel's point, I think it's the end of Drew as a main eventer at this point. I just I don't know, where you go from there. Ash, am I so far off base there?
I didn't watch the match because I don't care for Cody Rhodes and his title run.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, it's the second one.
He needs to reset and go back to his old theme and just focus.
Yes.
Well, the day WWE removes Death Rebel, maybe I'll start watching and believing in their entrances again.
Yeah.
This is what I did for the main event. I walked into so my mom, I didn't care for this match, so I just had it on the background. This is what I did. I went up and grabbed myself something to eat or drink. My mom's watching in the living room. As his entrance was playing, I went up to the screen and gave him the middle finger.
Jeez. The old Canadian salute, eh?
Yes.
Winnipeg
Not
salute.
once, twice.
Well,
I have two hands for a reason.
There you go.
The old Winnipeg wiggle.
Yeah, put a freaking Chris Jericho, the old Winnipeg salute without the freaking 6-digit camera in hand.
Right.
I was never big on Cody Rhodes, but if you guys like Cody, that's all fine and dandy. He just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. Not everyone connects with everybody. That's why we're all wrestling fans. But here at the Shenanigans is an open fan that respects everyone's opinions. You literally said earlier, talk about preaching your own proverb. Practice what you preach, Ash. Respect.
My wife said he looks like a walking.
RESPCT. Find out what it means.
I got right.
My wife said Cody looks like a walking Ken doll.
Shit.
Right. No, that's fair. So, Dattilo, with that little segue about reminding Noah that he's going to have Canadian karaoke next week with your singing, what say you about the championship match to close the show?
I didn't like this. Honestly, would not have minded if the mixed tag match would have main evented. This was too predictable. When I found out that this was gonna main event, I kind of thought, okay, maybe Drew was gonna win this. But the fact that Cody Rhodes won, like really, I felt like this was kind of a meh match compared, I would not have minded if this went like second or third. Honestly, I really didn't.
Like seriously, Jeff and I were on Cinema Predicting. We talked about this being the cool down of the freaking top 3 matches.
Right?
Fucking seen on the mixed tag. The mixed tag was the biggest freaking story because of AJ Lee's return.
Honestly, the mixed tag match should have closed, in my opinion. This was okay, but it was too obvious Cody was going to win this. Like,
I thought this was going to open before they announced.
Like it's crazy to me how the match card could changes the whole vibe of a pay-per-view. Seriously.
Right.
Like I feel so bad for Drew. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Right. Wow, that's accurate.
So
it is, and it's one of those. He got his wedding, he got his bride moment, but it was under cloak and dagger pandemic. So did it really count? That's the thing. And then he wins the world title and his own undoing. Again, he's got to go out there and get up and punk shit. Gets cashed in on. So, yeah. Drew.
2 years of hell.
Drew, Cody Rhodes didn't screw Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre drew Drew McIntyre today. That's what happened. So
legitimately, and he might have injured himself in the process.
That's exactly it. All right. Well, final thoughts on the show before we hit the shills and go memes, kids.
AEW was the better of the two to me.
Okay. I think the technical matches, I agree with that.
Well, we say it all the time, Jeff. We say how AEW's greatest strength is the in-ring work ethic and the quality of their roster. AEW exemplified that. WWE, yeah, they have the better stories, but they didn't even close the biggest story on their premiere show on ESPN. This was kind of a mixed bag for me with Wrestlepalooza execution. And again, I don't do the or the yaha like we did with Goldberg and Gunther versus what was the other freaking thing? Somebody AEW that was far better. Oh yeah, him and versus Will Ospreay, which still is one of my favorite matches this year. But the execution of what's supposed to be a super big deal first show on ESPN. Yeah. Was I just watching a Monday Night Raw with a SmackDown match closing that felt mid?
Yeah, I felt kind of to the point it didn't make me want to keep the subscription. I literally canceled it. So
okay,
I'll say it right now with all due respect, and this is coming from a frugal simple man. WPLEs are not worth $30. Why this AEW paper was worth $40 for me perfectly.
Okay, that's a great way to put it. Tatil, you had your hand up.
Oh yeah, I echo some of the same sentiments as Noah and Walter. Like I feel like this pay-per-view for being the debut should have gone out with a bang. And I feel like it was some complete mid. I did not like this, and I said this during my own review. As someone that doesn't really watch anything else besides WWE, paying $30 for a pay-per-view, which I did, it's just not worth the ESPN app, honestly. Like this was such a mediocre show. Like my favorite match was a mixed tag match. And I just honestly would have rather just gone the Northern VPN route, really, because this was not worth $30.
For it being the first ESPN, I thought something big would happen. Like, okay, once they switch it, I was like, either the title switching or somebody's making a major return and beating the hell out of
or debut
the winner. Yeah.
You would think Brock Lesnar was going to go after Cody. More drama.
Yeah,
exactly.
put that out there in the universe. I was off screen. He said that. I put why would you why?
No, a big ESPN deal. You could have showcased your TNA and NXT deal. You could have put Joe Henry on this show. You could have did more. Yeah.
Yeah. Like honestly, like if you like watch other sports aside from WWE, then probably ESPN is worth it. But
appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Enough of that.
I used to watch UFC, and ESPN is never worth it.
Okay.
So my thing, and again, I'm more of a sports person. Much to Noah's chagrin and Aaron's chagrin, but ESPN Unlimited. Like I looked at the app and what the lineup was, what they were offering to watch today. I'm like, God damn, I'll never get through all this today. So I'm here for that. That makes it worth it to me. Because there's so much block at dates and like just a bunch of like shit that prevents us from watching this stuff in certain regions. That app prevents most of that shit, so I'm okay with that part.
My favorite league is the NBA, so I'm good with Peacock.
That's valid. And you know what? You bet you get the best damn theme song for the show too, because what was it called again? Yeah. I think was the song Rollerball Rock is back from John Test.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude, right on.
But yeah, the bottom line, everyone's going to have their own perspective. It's okay to be subjective, but don't be tribalistic or self-absorbed in your own fandom, saying your fandom is the best outlook towards it. This right here is pretty valid, although I still say Chris Statler is my mom of the night because fucking she deserved it. Yes. Bottom line, both shows gave what fans look for in their own way. But at the end of the day, what sort of fan are you? That's for you to assess. And as of tonight, I can simply say, agree with me if you choose, disagree with me, I don't give a fuck. I loved what AEW pay-per-views brought me, and All Out brought me that and then some tonight. Wrestlepalooza did. It felt like a Monday Night Raw with commercial breaks.
Yeah, I personally think both companies met expectations. Personally.
Yeah, that's all you need, and that's all you need as a wrestling fan. But AEW, fucking A, I cannot wait for Wrestle.
Here's the biggest difference. I left Wrestlepalooza going, I left AEW going. If you don't give me Takeshita versus Okada, if you don't give me Beth versus Megan Payne, if you don't give me this, it left me wanting more and more, and fantasy booking. WWE, I just went.
You know something? I still, it would have been interesting to see if Tony would have gone head to head with Wrestlepalooza. I honestly do think probably All Out would have won.
No. It wouldn't have worked for our watch along. Don't wish that.
No, I mean,
not if I had to call the fucking Lesnar match. Don't get on me. Damn it, Jesus, traumatized my sorry ass.
Anyway, Tatula, you were saying, continue your thought. That was awesome.
No, I was just saying, I think that they would have won in terms of like matches and having the overall better show. Because like I said, this debut was not. It reminded me of the Netflix debut.
Oh, yeah, whoa. You didn't enjoy that show either?
No, I honestly really no. Well, I feel like
to be fair, you were in a different place at that point, and it was a long day, and you were there live for that one.
Yeah, but I still felt like that Netflix debut was all over the place. Like it felt like they were on a time constraint. And for a show that didn't have a time constraint, it sure felt like that they had a time constraint. That's all I thought.
They advertised enough Netflix superstars to take away from WWE superstars for it. That's enough that underwhelms, I think, wrestling fans in WWE. There's not enough true WWE content. It's advertising and marketing.
No, it is. That's.
I'd rather play for TNA Plus twice over than to order this ESPN shit again.
Well, and that's what we wanted. We wanted opinions, and we got them. So
again, we're going to be real with you folks. At the end of the day, we don't work for any company. We're all fans of our own way, but I'm a fan of professional wrestling. Damn it! Not marketing and under reality entertainment.
I just want Takeshi and Okada one-on-one. Goddamn it!
Well, again, let it cook.
Oh, damn that! Fuck the cooking. It's already burnt. Let the pull it out of the oven already.
Pull it out of the oven already. Freaking Gordon Ramsay here to judge it. Ash, any further thoughts regarding what we all just talked about? But Jeff, you got something real quick?
Oh yes. Before we get to the shells, I did want to throw this up there because he did ask me to. The reason JJ is not here, if I can just make this happen. Where did it go? Come back.
Hello.
There we go. So JJ, as I said, is at GCW's homecoming Los Angeles tonight. Let me see if I can.
That's cool.
Neat.
See if I can zoom in just a hair, maybe. Where's my?
Just a hair.
Whoop, too far. God damn it! All right, well, whatever.
Yeah, close enough. We got
okay.
it.
Anyway,
so, your bus bubble?
No. So this is Matt Tremont, the GCW Ultraviolet champion, with JJ before we go. Let's go the other way. Hang on. This is, some of you will recognize this man. This is Doug Mallow, the man who broke up the Roger Jackson incident, the interview that Walter and James conducted with. He was there tonight. This is Joey Janela, the bad boy himself.
Whoa.
Our buddy Frankie Kazarian, of course, was there.
The King of TNA.
The King of TNA. You damn right. Come with autograph figure. So there you go. There's that. This is WWE ID and Evolve talent, Marcus Mathers. This was JJ's view prior to the show. And then just to show how packed it was in this little venue here in LA.
I recognize that little venue.
Yes.
This is your Crane Center, no?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And the reason I wasn't there is because when I found out everybody was not going to, when JJ wasn't going to be here, and it turned out we had two different shows, like, well, somebody's going to fucking cover the watch along. So there I am. But I also found out Sean Waltman was there. So if somebody is there at that show, please tell my friend Sean Waltman I said hello.
There you go.
I miss my boy Sean. Emmanuel celebrating and being a member of the Casa for 28 months. Good on you, Emmanuel. Appreciate it.
Wow.
As always. And your sister, Arlene Dominguez.
As he continues pursuing education, I wonder if Arlene beat up Emmanuel again because he talked about John Cena in a negative way.
I'm about to. Just remember, hockey season's coming, Oilers fan. Don't fuck with me right now, all right?
Okay, there's going to be a 3-on-1 handicap match against Emmanuel Dominguez in San Diego, and I feel like I'm going to commentate that, and we're going to watch a bludgeoning.
Seriously, San Diego's only a month or two into the hockey season. Do not fuck with me. Anyway, Manuel says, my opinion, AEW would have won, but the pyro spot to Mox is reasons why AEW can never be family-friendly budget, reasons why I don't see because of spots like it. Okay, I'm glad you brought it because I meant to.
Their budget is family-friendly. Their content isn't.
They're not rated TV. They're not rated TV PG-13 to be fair either.
No, but for all the Tony Khan came out and talked this week after the announcement about WrestleMania going to Saudi and how these freaking tickets are just through the roof, and people have been to WWE shows recently can attest to this.
Yeah.
AEW's budget conscious, but man, their content is not family friendly at all. From my perspective, there were so many young kids at this AEW show, yet we have a coffin match, blood packet or not. We had people being stabbed with forks. We had all the spots in that match. We had the thumbtacks match with Max and Mark Briscoe. I get that Tony said that AEW's for the sickos, and that's fine. But if you're going to have kids in your audience and you know that you're going to have kids watching and you're trying to market your budget toward a family-friendly budget, you've got to be better aware. I get it's pay-per-view. We're not going to see that shit on Wednesday nights. Okay, fine. But then we see blood and guts on television. That's where I have a problem. So yeah, there's definitely going to be discussion for all time as far as the differences. But as long as we all take the Mr. Foster approach and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Good, y'all. We good.
Exactly.
All
Ash, is there anything you want to say before we're about to close, we didn't hear from, of course, our Canadian friend. Ash, your thoughts on Wrestlepalooza in conclusion and this day before we finally get ready to get the fuck out of here.
I didn't watch both. I didn't watch all of both shows, but the matches I did watch, I really enjoyed, and I got my money's worth. And I can officially say I get my money's worth because I live in Canada. I get all my shit on Netflix for the WWE side of things.
Nice.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Let's say. But she's fortunate being up in Canada for the time being.
But yeah, Wrestlepalooza, the matches I watched were really solid. AEW, 8 times out of 10, really hits the mark when it comes to pay-per-views. And for WWE shows, I usually just watch the matches I want to see, and they did not disappoint. So today was a fun day to be a wrestling fan.
And that's all that matters at the end of it all. By God.
Because in the end, it doesn't even matter. You try so hard.
Non-copyright.
What's next?
Getting the fuck out of here.
So next week.
Oh, bloody hell.
Next week, September 27th, we will be live with the Saturday Shenanigans in public, if you will, celebrating all things in the Great White North.
Turn that crap off!
Native land. Anyway, so that is next week's Shenanigans. But before we get to Shenanigans, of course, let's get to all the shilling. That's what we do around here. We are not podcasters. We are not entertainers. God damn it. We are salesmen and saleswomen. Let's start with people that were here and are no longer here tonight or did not have a chance to be here tonight. Of course, Big G was here earlier. You can catch the original Big G, an American original, not that Aussie wannabe, at Original Big G1 on Twix, YouTube, and TikTok, and over at Instagram at Original Big G 1988. Of course, our usual fearless leader, the Renegade JJ Williams, still at GCW or probably on his way home by now. You can catch him on Instagram at the Renegade JJ Williams, on YouTube at Casa D Teen Studios, and on Twix at both RLWJJ Williams and Casa D Teen Studio. That's studio, not with an S. We leave the S for shit like this. Anyway, James, of course, was not here. He's also on the call for GCW for us tonight. You can catch him on Facebook at James He-Man Hebert. You can catch him on Twix and YouTube at J Hebert Side 95. He does really cool and some things on the internet. And please go check out his Uncle's documentary. It is awesome. There's QR codes for it, so please check it out over on YouTube right now. Let's throw over to Datila.
Oh, sorry. All right, you guys can follow me on Twitter at @this_. You can follow my YouTube channel, Rangers of Wrestling. I do wrestling. Well, lately I've been doing a lot of wrestling and not enough Power Rangers. But
it's valid.
Accurate. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's very accurate. But I'm trying to put myself back out there. Make content. There's a lot of content that I have to film, but I haven't gotten around to filming. So when everything is ready, I'll let everybody know. But make sure you follow me, Rangers of Wrestling.
All right, let's move over to our Canadian friend. It's time to promote Ash.
You can find me on X, the app formerly known as Twitter, at ShadowBadAsh. Occasionally talking, mostly listening in on the spaces, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Batty for Wrestling. Don't be a dickhead.
Dickhead.
Yeah, you can be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Walter.
Don't be a jerk like SpongeBob.
Right.
You can find me doing smart things on the internet. No.
I love it.
You follow me at Rage of Wrestling on YouTube. On Instagram is walter.cruz.940. At Walter Alex Cruz on the Twitter, Twix, whatever you want to call it. And SRS 1983 for the Twitch, because we are going to start the gaming again.
Yes.
Oh, cool. What games are you gonna play?
Probably 2K25 right now. Noah owes me a Wheel of Fortune game, a Jeopardy game, a Trivia Pursuit game. We probably do Cuphead, whatever the people want.
Well, a Cuphead and his Mug Man. Anyway, continue.
All right.
I love the 1930s throwback. Reminds me of Tex Avery cartoons because when I was once a wee lad, that was always my nightly watch.
All right. Were you old enough to know about the toy Teddy Ruxpin that had an animated series back in the day too?
Yes.
Live action movie coming out with $7 Productions at the helm. Let's fucking go. I'm here
All
for
right.
that.
That actually might engage me to actually look
So
at something
happy.
movie.
I'll throw the picture up on next week's show. I had one of the Teddy Ruxpins where you put the freaking giant ass cassette tape in the back.
And the thing, yep, I had one of those. He was
Him and
brown
his
with the
Billy,
brown
yeah,
overall.
dude. Like, I'm here for the Teddy Ruxpin content. Fuck yeah. I'm here for it. Anyway, speaking of, Mr. Foster.
You can find me doing simple things barely ever on social media because I don't interface with that world for all the right reasons. But find me or try to find me if you choose. Primarily on YouTube at nfoster9016 or also on the X at nfoster9016. For all things wrestling, shout out to the W fam. And I want to give a shout out real quick to everybody that's watched all of our watch longs, not just GCW Homecoming right now, but those that watch AEW All Out. And NXT Homecoming and AEW September to Remember, and of course the Wrestlepalooza. For all it was worth this week, I think everyone got something from every fan regarding
Something.
wrestling. Damn it! I knew I did that. Something. Somebody's to be a champion. Far more than Ash by Elegance. Different
I
conversation.
agree. He should be champion, but he hasn't been champion.
Well, again, we'll talk more about that maybe later. Again, you saw the watch-alongs throughout the day. You heard from the shows. You heard from all of us. You know we endorse here. But again, stay tuned. Next Super Predicting, of course, will be for TNA Victory Road. But also follow us here at the Simulava Studios. We now have an X account. So follow us at SR Studios 2024 for further updates on all of our content, whether it's gaming, wrestling, or some other form of podcast and entertainment. Me and Ash are trying to start up an NJPW preview podcast, whether or not we do Destruction or Care Pro Wrestling. Date and time to be determined, whether it's live or pre-recorded. Stay tuned. You can stay tuned for my next simple session I've been doing on a monthly forum with Walter Cruz. He and Walter will be my next guest in episode 3, so stay tuned for more on that as Mr. Reliable joins me for a simple conversation on the next simple session. That'll be coming out at some point in October. Other than that, I'll be on the Notiki Review, and me and Papagino will give you another predictions post-mortem. Not only leaderboard updates, but we close the coffin, literally, on all the predictions from this past week of Wrestlepalooza and AEW All Out. And that's all I got to show. As always, I'd like to remind you and conclude, because truly, there are no winners, there are no losers, there are no betters. Nickelback's cool, but non-copyright. Just fans with opinions, apparently music taste. For these passions we all share. At the end of the day, folks, support one another, respect each other, protect your mentality too. You know, there's a thing on devices. It's called a power button. It's right here. It allows you to turn the screen off. You can just drop the device. You don't have to acknowledge it. You can go out and touch grass, just saying, or play the drums like Ringo Starr on stage for the Beatles. There are other things you can do with your life. I'm just saying.
You can sing karaoke.
No. Well,
you can reach out and touch
Until
someone.
next Saturday.
Shut it! Oh, you're shut it! Don't spend your fucking money on bills, you daggum Americans.
You can go brush up on your Canadian musician.
The end of the month. Go listen to Nickelback playlist. And
Exactly. If you want to be tragically hip as well.
There's also some 41 Avril Lavigne.
Now I'm gonna go watch Canadian Stampede '97.
There you go. There you go. That's a damn good show, too.
I love the Maroon 5. Get the fuck out of here with that pop garbage. Anyway, again, at the end of the day, just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling and treasure your families. It is truly as simple as that.
So, Noah, as I make my shield, I have to apologize to you. I'm sorry. I've given in to the temptation. I also now have female wrestling people in my promotion at the end of each week.
At least it's animated, though.
I'm using it.
Oh.
You can find me on YouTube and Facebook at Jeff Meacham, at Twix and Instagram _ Jeff Meacham. And every time they come in town, you can find me in Vegas drinking with the Bellas because, goddamn it, I love seeing my girls. I love getting hanging out with my friends and my family in professional wrestling. So it's always good. And yes, I can definitely tell you I tried. And And I was told that once the WWE run is over for good, the Garcia twins will indeed go 2-on-1 in an interview with good old JM. Just got to be patient, kids. Got to be patient.
Wow.
Wow.
Just got to wait for it.
I know Caitlin's going to probably have questions for you.
I may fly out to Michigan and just do it right there and have it that way she can be part of it. We'll see.
I don't think
Remember the first time I get out to Michigan, we'll see how it goes. But
you know what? Come over here to the Midwest. We'll have fun and share some Buckeyes and have some bowling. I don't know. We'll have some fun.
What we should do is find out where the Ohio State Michigan game is going to be and be in that location, just in case fucking Ohio State actually pulls it out of their ass and wins the game.
Oh,
Just to hear Noah say "OHIO."
That's right.
Oh, wait.
You trying to get me to watch a football game?
Oh, no, wait, no. I can get you to watch a football game. You're gonna come to the game with me anyway. Kidding, I love you.
Just like you're about to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, we've got Walter on the jet to Vegas. You know, JJ and James will be doing their thing, or JJ and whoever it's going to be. If I can find a way, now that I know Stephanie's the lead inductee, I want to go to this WrestleMania. I really, or at least the Hall of Fame ceremony and all the
I
other.
still can't imagine myself in Las Vegas. All right,
We should all go to Las Vegas.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, you know what? If I can work it out, I'll try to do what I did for WrestleMania 39 before the Eagles fucked my juju up and book an Airbnb out in the Vegas area.
That's what we're trying to do. Put all our money together and book an Airbnb for
Seriously, dude. Like I that idea was so good, and I'm like, all right, we can have that be freaking JMN Central. Like it could have been a beautiful thing. And then the fucking Eagles, just like they always do every football season, they fuck my shit up. You fucking assholes.
I don't see what the Eagles have to do with this, but okay.
The Philadelphia Eagles booked WrestleMania 40 into Philadelphia, which means everybody that was going to fly out from back east to come out here to WrestleMania 39. Oh, it's closer to go to Philly. Hey, Eagles. Hey, fuck you. Anyway, I hate those bastards. Anyway,
Die, Eagles, die.
Die, that's right. None of this fly Eagles fly shit. Die, Eagles, die. And you know what? I made nice with the Bellas. I conceded defeat in week 1, but now that I'm home and I'm sober, fuck the Philadelphia Eagles again. Okay, very good.
On that note, Jeff.
On that note, I'm going to sign off on the positive because thank you all for tuning in over the last, Jesus Christ, 12 hours. Between the two watch-alongs and this crazy nonsense. It is so awesome to be able to be back at the helm and doing my thing like I haven't done in a year or more. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to direct both shows, call part of a couple matches. I probably should have not had my therapist not on call, and get to host this craziness, which is going to need therapy for all of us now. So thank you. For Big G, who was here and bowed out because we talked about AEW too damn long. For Nick and his wonderful wife putting up with our wrestling shenanigans at a live event. God bless you both.
Right.
For Ash, for Datilla, for the absent Renegade JJ Williams, who will be home later, for Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, for the simple man Noah Foster. I am Jeff motherfucking Meacham, aren't I?
An American badass. No.
I am American Ginger. Time to go because you're talking too long about this goddamn show. Good night.
Have a good night, folks, and thanks for tuning in.